Long live the king, your majesty. Our Churia has stood for a century, possessing the realm's most fertile lands. We were meant to be the rulers of the world, but the late king and your majesty have wasted manpower and resources, so now the treasury is empty, the people are impoverished, the border troops lack pay, and Churia is in peril. Ronan invades our borders, the eastern tribes are restless, the southern tribes also harbor rebellious intentions, and Solaria is eyeing Churia covetously. Our Churia is surrounded by enemies, and if this continues, in the realm, I fear there will be no place for Churia. Every time we discuss state affairs, your majesty shows no interest in governing. With such negligence, what will become of the state? Look how neglected the government is. At this rate, the country will fall apart. We must prepare early.
Your Majesty.
What the? Where am I? Didn't I die from working overtime? Is this heaven? The service is pretty good. Am I dreaming? Your Majesty, are you listening? Your Majesty, I time-traveled and become this incompetent King Arthur who ruined the country and got himself killed. Where's the system? I want the system. Host soul intervention detected. Wise ruler system activated. Host, choose me. I can help you become the Emperor of the Ages.
What's the hurry, little fool? Choose me instead. All you have to do is lie back and enjoy a life of extreme luxury. Successfully squander the national destiny, and you'll take billions of dollars back to the modern world. You'll become the world's richest person.
The wise ruler system and the tyrant system. I just crawled out of the hell of working around the clock. Who wants to be a prisoner king working 24/7? I don't want to work hard anymore. I choose you, you fool. You'll regret this.
He truly is a debauched and tyrannical incompetent king. Even on the verge of death, he's still blinded by lust. Die, you tyrant. Ah.
Damn, I'm dead on arrival.
Your Majesty. Incompetent king. Just you wait. This realm will belong to my Solaria.
Your servant arrived late to save you. Please punish me, your majesty. Geez, system, you never said that being a tyrant would put my life in danger.
Host, tyrants have always been hated by all. Isn't it obvious?
You only told me to be a tyrant. You didn't say I needed to ensure my own neck.
The starter pack has been delivered. 1 tyrant point to unlock character tags. As long as your majesty is safe. To die for your majesty, I die without regrets.
Wait, her appearance is too coincidental. Could she be connected to the assassin? System, use a point to see all her info. Loyalty level 99%. With that loyalty, who else could she be loyal to but me? Where is the doctor? Summon the doctor quickly. The maid Sue saved my life. She is appointed consort Seraphina. Granted residence at Phoenix Palace.
Detected that the host is blinded by lust. Promoting a maid to consort out of turn. Tyrant points +1.
Your majesty, promoting a maid to consort out of turn violates ancestral rules. Governing by emotion is a sign of a tyrant. Please withdraw your decree, your majesty. I am the emperor. The king's golden words cannot be changed. Tyrant. Good. I like being a tyrant. Your Highness is blessed by heaven. The blade was an inch off, missing the heart. Just rest and recover, and you'll be healed in a month.
Thank you, Dr. Brown.
I will take my leave.
Seraphina, why put yourself through this? If Ruby's blade had been an inch off, you would be dead, but nothing ventured, nothing gained. That incompetent king loves pleasure but is extremely guarded, so ordinary methods can't get close at all. Now I'm consort Seraphina, his most loyal subject. We are one step closer to subverting Churia, aiding Solaria, and achieving the great cause of unifying the world.
My dear, are you all right?
By your majesty's grace, the heart wasn't injured, and a few days' rest will suffice. Taking an arrow for your majesty, your servant dies without regrets.
Consort Seraphina saved my life, so I bestow upon her millions of dollars, a pair of mermaid candles, and a set of crystal goblets.
Congratulations, host, for abusing the treasury and lavishing gifts, unlocking the achievements, wicked concubine, ruining the nation, and excessively extravagant. Tyrant points +2, current total, 2.
Only 2 points to return to modern times. To become a billionaire, what milestones are needed?
Achieve the title ruler of a ruined nation, or reach 10,000 tyrant points to complete the ruined nation mission.
No, I need to pull off something big. How about building a detached palace? Yes, call it Palace of Leisure. Sounds like a tyrant's palace. Though the palace is nice, it's boring. I want to find my dear a beautiful place, build a golden house, and hide you away only for my eyes. But unfortunately, I can't find the right person to oversee it.
What's so hard about that? Chancellor Sterling is learned but has only held the empty title of Royal Tutor, which is a waste of talent. Chancellor Sterling, this hypocritical hypocrite, is best at using his noble reputation to seek personal gain. With the huge budget for building palaces, that old fox won't be able to resist draining Churia's national treasury. Unlike Lord Quinn from the Ministry of Finance, who is greedy for money and often uses excuses to take dirty money. Quinn is a stubborn old fool, like a rock in a latrine, stubborn as a mule. He guards the treasury tighter than a guard dog, and to noble families, he is strictly impartial, swift and decisive. We must suppress him. Or else Solaria's grand plan will be restricted everywhere.
This is a truly trainable talent. To be a qualified incompetent king, I must favor the petty and distance the wise. My dear's advice should be reversed. Your servant, Chancellor Sterling, pays homage to your majesty. So you really are the head of the scholars. My dear, with your eye for talent, it's a pity you're not an examiner in the Ministry of Personnel. Master, please rise. I've been thinking about building a palace of leisure. Consort Serafina recommended you to me, said you're immensely talented, and wanted you to oversee the construction. What a stroke of luck, but I rejected it at the time. Master, you are a man of great stature, a model for the scholars of the realm. How could I let you handle such mundane matters? Wouldn't that stain your pure reputation? After much deliberation, I decided to establish a new royal library, exclusively in charge of compiling history and editing books, and you shall be its director. You can recruit like-minded scholars. How about it? This is a great cause that will be remembered for generations. Only a leading authority in literature like you can shoulder such a responsibility. Master, I'm sorry. Please write more articles cursing me. My reputation as an incompetent king in the literary world depends on you, compiling history and editing books. He's ostensibly promoting me but actually demoting me. How could this be? Did he notice what I've been up to lately? He wants to use this method to strip me of real power and keep me far from the core of the court. Impossible. He's always been stupid. He couldn't be that cunning. It must be a coincidence. Well, never mind. Apart from Quinn and the faction of Chancellor Carter and Scholar Sterling, the entire court, inside and out, is already in the palm of my hand. The throne will be mine soon enough. Your old servant obeys the edict.
Detected, host stripping the imperial tutor of real power, appointing to a prestigious but idle position, arousing the dissatisfaction of the scholar official class. Tyrant points +1.
Only 1 point. No. I need to keep going. Chester, deliver an edict. Summon Quinn to see me. Say I want to build a palace of leisure at Mount Obsidian. Have him take full charge. Yes. His Majesty hasn't been playing by the rules lately. I heard His Majesty also transferred the royal tutor to the royal library to compile history books. Could he be rectifying the etiquette system? Hard to say. His Majesty's thoughts are beyond us. His Majesty stripped Chancellor Sterling of real power. Is he finally seeing through the noble family's wolfish ambition? Is he truly incompetent, or still waters run deep? My dear Minister, your servant is here. The weather is getting hot. Consort Serafina and I are going to escape the summer heat. I intend to build over a dozen vacation palaces across all the states of Churia, and dig several canals to connect them. In summer, ride the royal yacht to escape the heat. Wouldn't that be wonderful? My dear Minister, are you interested in this project? Pa, still waters run deep my ass. The Chu family is indeed a lineage of incompetence. Over a dozen vacation palaces, Your Majesty, please reconsider. With the national treasury depleted, how can we waste manpower and resources again? Don't lie to me. I don't believe Churia can't afford it. My dear Minister, don't you love money as much as your life? Then you take full charge of this. I grant you the imperial sword. If the money is insufficient, go find it. Whoever dares to stop you, you chop his head off for me. This incompetent king is still as extravagant and dissipated as ever. I'm relieved. This is Rivertown. This is no vacation palace. It's clearly about building relay stations across the country to open up the canal waterway. The marked rest stops are all disaster-prone areas, either drought or flood. Once the waterways are built, the nearby farmland will never lack irrigation water again. Conscripted laborers get $3 a day. Free meals plus wages. Could it be that Your Majesty is using the Vacation Palace project to dredge waterways, to boost the economy and return wealth to the people? The Imperial Sword gives me the guts to seize corrupt officials' assets. Your Majesty, if we want to finish before summer, we need to conscript 100,000 laborers. Granted, the more, the better. Build palaces, dig canals, conscript laborers, hit on all fronts. The people's resentment will surely boil over. This time, the tyrant points will rake in like crazy. As you command, Your Majesty. Your Majesty, to lower the noble family's guard and let the people obtain real benefits, you didn't hesitate to tarnish your own reputation. Oh, the great king. Quinn is not a reckless man. Then he suddenly agreed. Could it be that Your Majesty's plans hide a trick? 100,000 laborers are enough to tear Churia apart. Tyrant points, come to daddy.
Ding. Host engaged in massive construction and conscripting laborers. Tyrant points. +3. Total 10. Total 10.
Lord Quinn, spare my life. These are all family heirlooms. They weren't embezzled. Family heirlooms. Last year, the Great River burst its banks. Your Majesty called for donations. Your Smith family donated a box of moldy rice, stingy trash. The confiscated silver is more than the national treasury. Your Majesty is the Lord of all people. You are even richer than His Majesty, and you still dare to say it's not embezzled. Move it all, I say. These illicit funds are just right to build a vacation palace for His Majesty. Who dares to stop me? I have the authority to execute first and report later. This belongs to His Majesty's people. These wealthy and influential families only know how to seize land and fields. It's high time they were dealt with. Way to go, Lord Quinn. He is a good official wholeheartedly serving the people. It's all thanks to His Majesty. Old Man Brown, your wages for today are paid. Paid. $3, and they provide 3 meals. Much better than farming at home. My kids' tuition depends on this. Listen up, everyone. Although we're building a vacation palace, we will absolutely not conscript civilian laborers or oppress the people. Those who are willing to come get 3 meals a day with meat and veggies. $3 a day, absolutely no arrears. If there are any corrupt officials, the imperial sword is here. I will execute them without pardon. Your Majesty is wise. Long live the king. His Majesty's perfect bait and switch is brilliant. Under the guise of building the main palace, he raided corrupt officials, aided refugees, and cleared the canal, taking all the blame himself. Giving all the benefits to the people. His Majesty is well-intentioned.
Detected, scholars' curses escalating, tyrant points +1. Noble families jointly petitioning for impeachment, tyrant points +2. Still smiling like an idiot. This idiot deserves to lose his kingdom. Your Majesty. Everyone outside is saying that you are undertaking massive construction projects for your servant, truly a wicked concubine ruining the chaos.
They also call me an incompetent king. The incompetent king and the wicked consort are a match made in heaven.
To reward the host, randomly drops vintage wine.
Vintage wine. This system knows what's up. Such good wine, drinking alone is boring. Fine wine in glowing goblets, and getting drunk with beauties. This incompetent king's life is truly living the dream. My dear, you really are my good wife. To reward my dear for your brilliant stratagems, I'll let you taste a treasure. Come here, little beauty, let me open your eyes. Taste this, from over 1,000 years in the future, a top-tier fine wine.
What a rare item with such an effect. Such a treasure, this incompetent king actually gives it away like it's nothing. Truly extravagant and dissipated. Your servant drank it and is feeling warm all over. I wonder where your Majesty got it.
If my dear likes it, I'll have them brew more, just a few jars.
This kind of rare item. Can we in Churia make it too?
This world has no wine at all? What do we do when it's gone? I'm the incompetent king. Mobilizing the whole nation to brew wine, isn't that basic operation? And then I can add tyrant points. The best of both worlds. Issue an order. If within 10 days I don't see the recipe for wine, I'll execute 9 generations of their families.
Your Majesty, it's getting late. Why doesn't your Majesty stay in Phoenix Palace, and let your servant attend to you?
Such good fortune.
Detected host treating human life as grass, forcing others for one's own selfish desires, achieved cruel and tyrannical behavior. Tyrant points +1.
This beverage is unprecedented, and served in colored glass. Looks exceptionally precious. Churia has many things waiting to be rebuilt, and the people are starving and unable to fill their stomachs. Your Majesty is simply fooling around. For a wicked consort, to satisfy her appetite. Incompetent king. Mr. Carter, save me. Within 10 days, how could I possibly develop such a masterpiece? Don't be afraid. I'll go to the palace and remonstrate, even if it costs me my life. But this beverage, I'll taste it myself. What kind of magic can bewitch your Majesty so? Is this an illusion? This warmth can actually drive away the cold. Such a good thing, if we distribute it to the bitter cold lands, to the soldiers guarding the border. Your Majesty is well-intentioned. You must study quickly the method for making this wine.
Detected, long-term neglect of state affairs, leading to a joint petition. Joint petition about court turmoil. Tyrant points, +1, +1, +1. Current total points, 998.
Your Majesty, Lord Quinn is back, waiting right outside the royal study for your summons. Summon him now. I'm waiting for his good news. This is a rare, perfect sucker. Ever since he went to the vacation palace, my tyrant points just keep increasing, 998 points. Tomorrow I'll go home. Your Majesty, I didn't let you down. The vacation palace and canal projects have been completed. Here to report back to your Majesty. Rise, my dear minister. You've worked hard. I'll order a grand feast for the ministers to celebrate your success. After all, you did such a great job on this project that wastes manpower and resources. I dare not take credit. Now the canal connects north and south, the people have spare money, and they can eat well and dress warmly. All thanks to your majesty's wise decision. This is from the people along the way, who spontaneously sewed for your majesty this umbrella of gratitude. They asked me to thank you on their behalf, for your majesty cares about the people. What did you say? Wasting manpower and resources? Living in peace and prosperity? How is that living in peace and prosperity? And they even sent me an umbrella of gratitude? Oh boy. Oh boy. Do you even have any idea what these 4 words, wasting manpower and resources, mean?
Warning, detected praise by the people. Tyrant points -1, -1, -1. Warning, water transport connected detected. Tax revenue growth. Tyrant points -1, -1, -1. Warning, detected the umbrella of 10,000 people appears. Unity of the people. Reversal of national destiny. Tyrant points -99.
Damn it. Back to square one overnight. Your Majesty, there's more good news. You had the Ministry of Finance develop the fine wine. Now it's all the rage across the South. The fine wine has a bright color, a sweet aftertaste, and warms the body. The scholar officials in the South are scrambling to buy it. Now, by selling wine, we've built 3 new warehouses for silver and grain. Your Majesty surely knows that after the soldiers drink this wine, their morale is greatly boosted and they are filled with strength. When treating wounds, washing them with this wine surprisingly prevents infection and festering, and speeds up healing. With this wine, we can reduce our soldiers' battle casualties by at least 30%. Your Majesty is truly farsighted. Your Majesty is truly farsighted. First, use the canal to open trade routes, then use fine wine to fill the national treasury. I earlier failed to see through your Majesty's plan. I am truly ashamed.
Warning, warning. Detected, treasury is full. Winning the hearts of all people. Ministers are convinced. Etheria's national destiny is steadily growing. Tyrant points -999. Current balance, -1,000. Host, please try hard to court death. Keep it up.
My dear minister, you flatter me. I don't deserve it. I don't deserve it. I really don't. Quinn's ability to make money is absolutely terrifying. -1,000. How can Churia still be getting better and better? When can I go home? How come there isn't a single traitor around me who can help me ruin the country? I can't take this anymore. Your Majesty, something terrible has happened. An urgent military dispatch from the border. The massive Solarian army is at our doorstep. Consort Seraphina and all the officials are waiting outside the hall to see you. Whoa, heaven never shuts all doors. First, summon Consort Seraphina. Yes.
Your servant has heard that the massive Solarian army is at the border. Your Majesty, you okay?
I'm in the palace. What could possibly happen? Just that the enemy's at the gates, and I've got no one to lead. Darling, you've got good eyes. Any suggestions?
Your servant has heard that General Jones, the ever-victorious, has spent his whole life on horseback, and has never lost a battle. Send him to battle, and he will surely return victorious, making Solaria run with their tails between their legs. But unfortunately, this ever-victorious general has already defected to our great Solaria. Once he's on the battlefield, he will immediately lead his troops to defect to the enemy. All the way from Human Pass, he'll march straight to the royal city. You incompetent king, you're dead.
General Jones, the ever-victorious, there's no way I can choose him. If I pick him, how can I ruin the country? General Jones. Got it. Darling, you can go now. I need to summon the officials. The Solarian army? My adoptive father and I have practiced countless sand table drills against them, their tactics and formations. I know them inside out. If I take command, I'm 70% sure I can keep them beyond our borders and even counterattack. Your Majesty, I beg to lead the troops. Captain Victor, did I hear that right? You want to request a battle? You, a guard who couldn't even protect his Majesty and let an assassin reach the throne, what right do you have to command the 3 armies and guard Churia's borders? General Jones is right, Victor. Don't forget your background. You're nothing but the son of a slave. If not for General Winston's kindness in adopting you, you'd still be in the stables brushing horses. Background doesn't determine a person's ability. Your general is willing to sign a military pledge. This Victor really is a reckless fool. Come to think of it, this kid's reaction speed wasn't even as fast as Consort Seraphina's. He's loyal, sure, but his professional ability. Sending him to face Solaria's 300,000 troops, that's like throwing a meat bun to a dog, gone forever. 99% ambition. With ambition this high, he's perfect for rebellion. A perfect sucker, truly a perfect sucker. Victor, 99% ambition, but apparently not much ability, and he's ostracized by all the civil and military officials. Sending him out is just sending him to his death. The troops under him will definitely not obey him, then morale will be low, and they'll be defeated at the first strike. This speed of national ruin is perfect. Enough. All of you shut up. I think this Victor is great. Young and driven, unlike you old geezers, all timid and hesitant. I hereby declare, Victor is now appointed Grand Marshal of the nation to command the 3 armies. My dear minister, don't let me down. Go, my vanguard of ruin. My hope of going home is all on you now. Your servant will not let you down. I will repay your majesty's great kindness, even if it costs my life. All the civil and military officials think I, Victor, am just a slave son with all brawn and no brains, but I want your majesty to see my true ideal. My adoptive father, General Winston, took me under his wing and taught me everything he knew. Sand table simulations, military tactics, combat skills, I know them inside out. I've trained hard for 20 years, waiting for today. Solaria's 300,000 troops, so what? Your majesty, you trust me, and I will use that trust to carve out for you a peaceful world. Your servant will not let you down. I will not fail your majesty's faith in me. In this battle, I swear I won't return without defeating Solaria. He really knows how to act. You defecting with your men is how you repay me, your talent scout.
Ding. Detected that the host, against everyone's opposition, changed commanders right before battle, appointed someone based on favoritism, and made an inexperienced person marshal. Achieved, destroying one's own Great Wall. Achievement. Caused court unrest. Tyrant plus 50.
Every emperor of Churia has been an extravagant, dissipated, incompetent king. This battle will be won. Once General Jones brings his 100,000 troops to our camp, sooner or later, the realm will be ours for the taking. Long live Solaria. Unite the world. Report. Churia's army is at our borders. Their marshal seems to have brought a squadron of cavalry. You're General Winston Sr., the Divine Marshal. What's he to you? He's my father. The enemy leader's dead. Surrender and you'll live. By now, the border must be in chaos. That Victor kid, his ambition's about to burst. And with 100,000 troops, it'd be crazy if he didn't rebel. One step closer to going home.
Once Solaria destroys Churia, let's see how that incompetent king can still enjoy himself.
No. To be safe, I need to add more fuel to the fire. Wasting manpower and resources adds another offense. How could I pass up such a good opportunity? By my decree, draft 10,000 conscripted laborers from the people to transport grain to the border. Make it quick, this is for suppressing the rebellion at the border, sending victory supplies to the army. Your servant obeys. Here, I'll send you more grain and 10,000 able-bodied men. Victor, I'm this close to shoving the throne right under your butt. Just don't let me down after all my painstaking efforts.
Your Majesty is wise. You fool. We already drafted forced labor once. Doing it again will just cause a rebellion. Internal troubles and external threats. This incompetent king is digging his own grave.
Of course. I'm a wise ruler, after all. My dear, I can't bear to leave you. Counting the days, this war's been going on for over a month. The Solarian army should be at the capital by now, just waiting for the news of our defeat to send me home. Finally, mission accomplished.
He's just pretending to be reluctant. It must be this incompetent king who has already planned an escape route. Run away when he can't win, then push me, this wicked consort, out to appease the people's anger. Men really are all unreliable. I can't bear to leave you either, Your Majesty. The great cause comes first. If Your Majesty truly must leave, your servant can only die to repay the king's grace.
Report. Your Majesty, Your Highness. Bad news. Outside the capital, tens of thousands of people have gathered and completely surrounded the royal city. They say they want to see Your Majesty. The people are rioting. It must be because of my second forced conscription of conscripted laborers to transport grain. Wow, that was fast. With a revolt, internal troubles and external threats, the nation is doomed. The countdown to going home begins. Holy cow, this is great. I mean, it's just a mob of ignorant masses rioting. We have the royal guards. What's there to fear?
Your Majesty, the border is in crisis. The people are rebelling. Perhaps Your Majesty should take shelter for now. An incompetent king is an incompetent king. Solaria will unite the world. It is mandated by heaven. Once you leave these palace gates, I'll immediately send word to Jaeger to have you chopped into meat paste. Your head on your shoulders will be my gift to the great emperor of Solaria.
Keep playing the music and keep dancing. This is a song sending me home, a song of praise.
This is Solaria's triumphant war song.
Another one?
The enemy is attacking.
I can go home. So fast. Wait, no. Why does he look so happy? Shouldn't he be gloomy? Urgent military dispatch from the border. Our army won a great victory. Grand Marshal Victor beheaded the enemy leader Jaeger, retook the 13 cities ceded by the late king. What?
National destiny keeps rising. Tyrant points, minus 100, balance minus 20,000. Breaking through the lowest limit. B. If not returned to positive within 1 month, system unbinding, host obliteration.
Ahem. Retake the 13 cities? What? Retake the 13 cities? Yeah, the people are gathered around the royal city just to see General Victor's triumphant return. This aligns with the people's will. Your Majesty, will you go to welcome him? Welcome? Hell no. Oh no. Victor is really using cheat codes. And he really is my downfall. If he keeps fighting, I'm going to die because the system's credit runs out.
Yegor is dead. How is that possible? What about Zhou Yu? Why is it Victor?
Issue my decree. Tell Victor to get the hell back here now. Immediately. If he doesn't come back soon, I'm dead meat. I am here. Your servant Victor pays respects to your Majesty. This is the enemy marshal, Yegor's head. Your servant has not failed your Majesty's trust. I am here to report completion. Please examine it, your Majesty. Reporting to your Majesty, the fine wine you had brewed made our soldiers bold on the battlefield and full of courage. They were incredibly brave. It also disinfects wounds, greatly reducing our casualties. This great victory at the border is all due to your Majesty's merit. Your Majesty, you are truly far-sighted. I admire you.
Ahead. Your servant is so scared. How is this possible? This is our Solaria's most fierce general. Just decapitated like that. Arriving in Churia in such a humiliating manner. The one commanding the 3 armies. Why isn't it Zhou Yu but Victor, who was born a slave? The fine wine. Could Arthur Pendleton have been planning that back then? Then could he have discovered something?
My dear, don't be scared.
Ding. Detected. Victor beheaded enemy marshal. Recaptured the 13 cities. All people of Churia are united. National destiny greatly increased. Tyrant points. Minus 10,000. Debt has once again hit a new low. If not back to positive within 20 days, obliterate.
Damn it. Failed again and again and again. Survival time reduced by another 10 days. Is this what you call not failing my trust? You failed me big time. Oh God. I just want to be a tyrant. Why is it so hard to ruin a country? But why doesn't Victor rebel? And he even won battles. 99% ambition? Is it fake? No, the system doesn't make mistakes. Victor cannot be a loyal minister and good general. There must be something wrong. Right, he must not want to be under anyone. That's why he doesn't want to defect to Solaria. Right, that must be it. I need to find a way to make him legitimately rebel. How about I issue a decree? Victor has expanded the territory, recaptured the 13 cities. His merits will last 1,000 years. I specially appoint him as the Duke of the South, to command the 3 cities of the southern tribes. By the mandate of heaven, the Emperor decrees, Victor has recaptured the 13 cities, a merit that benefits the nation for generations. He is hereby appointed Duke of the South. That is all. Your Majesty, you can't. The founding emperor once said, even those of royal blood should not be granted kingship lightly, dividing the royal territory. The Chancellor is right. Marshal Winston's merit is for the nation, but the precedent of conferring kingship on someone of a different surname must never be set. Otherwise, endless trouble will follow. Both lords are right. To be so trusted by your Majesty, I would die without regrets. I dare not take credit. Please withdraw your order.
Victor has already established unparalleled merit. This idiot doesn't appreciate power, and dares to grant kingship. Such a foolish person, how does he deserve so many capable ministers and good generals? Truly, heaven is unfair.
Withdraw the order. Withdraw the order, my ass. If you don't become a duke, how can you legitimately raise troops to rebel? Alright, recapturing the 13 cities is a feat that will go down in history, unparalleled merit. When he returns to the capital in triumph, all people will kneel to welcome him. That is the will of the people. I will not only grant him kingship, but also make it hereditary without emotion, and he need not kneel before me. Dismissed.
Detected. Host violates ancestral rules, conferring kingship on someone of a different surname, initiating warring rivals, the beginning of turmoil. Despot points plus 10,000. Current points minus 20,000. Remaining time, 20 days.
Great. My path of a despot is finally on track. Let me pull off a few more wild moves, and once the despot points return to positive, I can escape the death countdown. Why is this happening? Your Majesty trusts me so much, granting kingship to a non-royal, and entrusting me with the gateway of Churia. Your servant thanks your Majesty for your great kindness. I will serve you even if it costs my life. Don't come near me. Forget even if it costs my life. Hurry up and rebel, trampling the royal capital. Then I'll thank you. Solaria may have lost a war, but don't shoot the messenger. Well done. I can still score many tyrant points from him. Let's drink up. Congratulations to Churia on its great victory. A toast to the Solarian envoy, who came from afar for peace. Your servants congratulate your Majesty. Damn it, this is clearly an insult. If Solaria's bravest warrior, Yegor, hadn't died in battle, how could Churia be so arrogant? Let's hold peace talks first. After I bring back the intelligence on Churia, and once Solaria recovers its strength, today's humiliation will be avenged. This was made by our master craftsman over 3 years, and is an invaluable item presented as a state gift to the king of Churia. This item is exquisite, and I fear no one in Churia can solve it, so Solaria is willing to use the solution to this item in exchange for Marshal Jaeger's head. You're still this arrogant after losing, and do you think I haven't watched a palace drama? Smash it, smash it. Solaria is so arrogant, why talk peace at all? Let's keep fighting. War between two countries wastes manpower and resources, so won't the tyrant points come rolling in? Your Majesty, you must not. Your Majesty, the envoy came to seek peace. This puzzle ring is a state gift, a symbol of peace. The Duke of the South and the Chancellor make a valid point. War between two countries concerns the people of the realm. Your Majesty, no fooling around. And here I thought he was suppressing me, promoting Victor. I thought he had gotten smarter. But now looking at it, this idiot is just lucky. I might as well defect to Solaria. This idiot is so stupid. How can he unify the 6 kingdoms? Solaria is my ultimate destination. Conflict arises between the two nations again. What I want is the exact effect. And just like that, the puzzle ring is solved. This is what they call absolute power crushes all tricks, and Solaria is a great power. Sincerely seeking peace. They wouldn't care about a mere puzzle ring, would they? If they really do, then we'll give them 10, no, 100. Besides, our national treasury is full of money. How dare you? No, he's telling me, and also telling all of Solaria, not to play mind games with him. So-called clever tricks are useless against true power. Like shattered gems on the ground. Pay 10 times the price. What pure contempt. This Emperor of Churia seems incompetent and irritable, but is actually plotting something huge. The King of Churia is so cruel. Will I even make it back alive? Your Majesty is right. I am truly convinced. When did Arthur have such royal majesty? No, no. I taught him for 10 years. He's just an incompetent, lecherous fool. How could this be? Winning without fighting. Is this the art of ruling?
Detecting host disdaining the diplomatic token may lead to war between the two nations again. Matches debauched and tyrannical traits. Tyrant points, plus 5,000. Current points, minus 15,000.
Consort Serafina says Arthur's incompetent. Just lucky. Proceed as planned. Wiped out hundreds of thousands of our Solarian troops. Was it just luck? Enough, enough. The consort is Solaria's most powerful trump card. Her only relative is kept in the palace by His Majesty. There's no way she would betray Arthur. Whether she's a cat or a tiger, we'll find out with a test. Your Majesty, King of Churia, drinking alone is boring. How about a sand table exercise? To add to the fun, since Solaria and Churia are neighbors, we should value peace. To avoid wasting resources and manpower, and the people suffering. Wow. Isn't this just like a sports event and a military drill? They call it a friendly exchange, but it's actually a display of real power and deterrence. What the hell? Without wasting resources, how am I supposed to get despot points? I guess it's okay. Can't fight? Then, let's make a bet. If I win, I want 3,000 beauties. If I lose, it'll piss off all the officials. It's a win-win. Fine, but since it's for entertainment, there should be a stake. If Solaria loses, I want 3,000 beauties. They must be the most beautiful women in Solaria. After today, my reputation as a lecher will probably spread to all 6 kingdoms. If Solaria includes among these women some spies, even better. Alright, but what if Churia loses? If I lose, you can name your terms. A king's word is golden. I will not go back on it. Your Majesty, you must not. A bet between two nations is extremely serious. How can it involve such a frivolous matter? 3,000 beauties. If this bet gets out, Your Majesty and Churia will both go down in infamy. A monarch's promise is worth more than gold. How can you make it lightly? What if Solaria wants the newly conquered 13 provinces? What then? This, Your Majesty, as the ruler, how can you be so frivolous? Boasting about lust, and dragging it into diplomatic relations? In such a serious setting, this bet is embarrassing whether we lose or win. Your Majesty, 3,000 beauties. What use are they? Let's ask for something practical. Like 3,000 good horses. Curse away, curse away. This is exactly the effect I want. Despot points are secured. I am the supreme ruler. A king's word is golden. I will not lose. Someone. Bring the sand table.
Detected host making empty boasts, gambling with the territory and the people, extremely incompetent. Despot points plus 10,000. Current points, minus 5,000. Please keep up the good work, host.
Wow, heaven's on my side. The Solarian envoy is really a living point farming tool. Just a bet, and I get 10,000 points. I wish I could lose the 13 provinces we just took over. That way, I might go home soon. Too bad, if I say that, the bet's off. My phones and computers, premium liquor and cigarettes. Your Majesty, you are the supreme ruler. Going to war is for commoners. Let your servant handle it. I represent His Majesty. You, a duke born of a slave, are not worthy to compete with me. Are you also here to represent the King of Churia? I hear that on the day you returned victorious, General, all people knelt and surrounded the royal city just to have His Majesty the King of Churia come out to welcome you. General, you truly have the will of the people. Do you think I'm stupid? If I let you, I'd definitely lose. With that kind of provocation, I don't think Arthur can put up with you. Sowing discord. Your Majesty, I have absolutely no rebellious intentions. Well, you almost had me fooled. If you truly have no ambition, then I be damned. I'm counting on you to rebel and send me home. You sure I'll lose? Your Majesty, you must not. Your Majesty, you must not. Your Majesty, please reconsider. Your Majesty, don't. How dare you? I am the Emperor. I don't need anyone's interference. Are you trying to overstep and offend your superiors? So tyrannical. So consort Serafina wasn't lying. Arthur looks tough, but he's actually an idiot.
So, the previous victories were purely Arthur's luck. He's nothing but an incompetent king. Heaven's on my side. Solaria will surely unify the world.
How could your Majesty not believe me? No, His Majesty isn't lacking foresight. He must have other plans. King of Churia, take a look. This is the iron chain boat technique of our navy. It uses 30 warships linked by iron chains, clad in bronze armor, impervious to arrow rain, invincible in battle, unstoppable in attack. How can the King of Churia break it? Isn't this burning the camps? Who hasn't read Romance of the Three Kingdoms? Pour some oil, and it's teppanyaki. No, you jest, King of Churia. Last year, 100,000 troops of the Western Rong were firmly blocked by this chain boat strategy. We have special fireproof cotton. Good. I knew the Solarian envoy wouldn't lose. For someone like me, who knows nothing about the military. Just placing a few randomly means a sure loss. The archers are stationed in Yunzhou, Hanzhou, and Jizhou. This is our army's most important supply route. The flag representing the army is stationed at Stone Village. That is our country's largest and most secret iron mine, and the archers are placed at Soul-Breaking Cliff. The king isn't as incompetent as he appears. Putting on such an act, he must be planning something big. I must hurry back and report to His Majesty. I concede.
Ding, detected host winning the bet. Discovered enemy military weakness. Struck fear into the enemy envoy. The ministers are truly convinced. Achievement unlocked. Wise ruler. Despot points decreased by 5,000. Current balance, minus 10,000. Congratulations, host, on unlocking the achievement, Wise ruler. Tyrant points decreased by 5,000. Balance minus 10,000.
I'm tired, let's just burn it all down. Failed again and again and again. I bet it was supposed to add tyrant points, right? Why did it decrease instead? No, it's not my fault. What are you doing? You're throwing the game so hard, it's like an ocean. You, an envoy, can lose to me, a complete novice with no military experience. It's driving me crazy. So this is Solaria's most precious treasure? Solaria's sincerity? It's nothing special. I see. He kicked over the sand table, not out of anger, but as a warning. He's using this method to tell me, your proud national defense deployment, in my eyes, is just like this sand table, fragile and easily crushed. He can trample it at any time. Your Majesty, please calm down. I was too dull-witted. I failed to grasp your Majesty's profound meaning. Our Solaria acknowledges its mistake. Damn it. What the hell profound meaning do I have? I was just simply venting. Hey, bro, don't kneel. What if the system decides that you've submitted to me and deducts my points again?
Detected host damaging a precious state gift for personal gain, disrupting peace talks, causing war to resume, and bringing devastation to the people. Achievement unlocked, incompetent despot, cursed by the people. Tyrant points +1, plus 9,999. Balance, 1. Survival crisis resolved. Keep up the good work, host.
Good thing it didn't deduct. Then, let him go back. Beat him hard. Let's just go to war and conquer their nation. Your Majesty, please reconsider. Between nations, if we coexist peacefully, the people can live in peace and prosperity. Chancellor, do not worry, your Majesty is far-sighted. You can't be wrong. Your Majesty, don't screw me over. The treasury is empty. Really empty. Solaria has wolfish ambition. Since my father's reign, they have repeatedly violated the border. If we don't press the advantage, there will be future trouble. If it's war, then war. Our Churia will surely trample Solaria's capital. Duke of the South, don't you agree? I'll be your Majesty's sword. Good. You truly are my sword. When we wage war in the future, it'll waste manpower and resources. For that, I'll still be counting on you. When he returns to the capital in triumph, all people will kneel to welcome. He surrounds the royal city. Clearly the will of the people. The bearing of an emperor. This is the guy funding my ticket home. The top donor. I am willing to expand the territory for your Majesty, unifying the 6 kingdoms, and become the universal sovereign. Top donor, what did you say? Universal sovereign?
Detected host establishing authority over all seas, making all ministers bow. Achievement triggered. Universal sovereign potential. National destiny continues to rise. Tyrant points -1, minus 9,999. Balance minus 100,000. Warning. Host's debt exceeds 100,000. The lower limit continues to drop. Triggering red line. If not returned to positive within 7 days, obliteration. Obliteration.
What the heck? I remember, Solaria still owes me 3,000 beauties, right? Within 3 days, if they don't send them, I'll personally lead the campaign and trample Solaria's royal city. I give you 3 days to deliver 3,000 beauties to me, otherwise, I'll personally lead the army and trample Solaria's royal city. You should be glad that I don't have the habit of killing just anyone. Otherwise, you bastard who tricked me, you'd be drawn and quartered. Minus 100,000. When will this debt repayment ever end? Going home only costs me 100,000 Tyrant points. Oh, wait, if I can't repay within 7 days, the system will obliterate me. My life is truly over. Fine. You forced me to do this. Your Majesty, rest assured, the 3,000 beauties will arrive as promised. 3,000 beauties. A universal sovereign and a wise ruler of a golden age, yet so debauched and tyrannical, I must have been blind. Your Majesty is obsessed with beauties and not behaving like a wise ruler. Your Majesty. 3,000 beauties is even more absurd than the late king. I'm old, my eyesight is already failing to the point I can't tell whether your Majesty is an incompetent king or a wise ruler. The Chancellor makes sense. 3,000 consorts. Just their monthly salaries alone would empty the national treasury. I second that. Solaria is rich in horses. 3,000 beauties are not as good as 3,000 fine horses. We second that. Please reconsider, Your Majesty. Long live Your Majesty. Raising 3,000 consorts. Can we even pay their salaries?
Detected. The host has demanded 3,000 beauties from Solaria. Achievement triggered. Incompetent despot loving beauties over the empire. Tyrant points plus 10,000. Balance minus 90,000. Remaining time, 6 days, 23 hours, 50 minutes, 49 seconds. Hurry up, host.
What kind of hellish quota is this? How dare you? You're ganging up to force me. Are you trying to force me to abdicate? All you ministers worry day and night. You've worked hard. Chester, go tell the Imperial Kitchen to follow my recipe and prepare for each minister a bowl of ultimate tonic soup. Use real ingredients. Don't be stingy. Yes. Ultimate tonic soup. I'm dedicated to serving my country. I don't even have a wife anymore. No need. Your Majesty's favor, your servant is unworthy to accept. I have 3,000 wives to support. You better save some for yourself. My dear minister, don't be polite. I ordered this soup carefully prepared. Everyone gets some. You must finish every bite. This is a royal decree. Your Majesty is just like the late king cut from the same cloth, always playing tricks on people. Extravagant and dissipated, extremely incompetent. Good thing I found a wise ruler early. But seeing him laugh so heartily I get this feeling, a bad hunch. My bad feeling came true. This bowl of black stuff. Can it be eaten? Chester, introduce this to the officials. I report to you, my lords. This soup is called the ultimate tonic soup. My lords, please look. This cinnamon is made from white clay. This is bitter green symbolizing jade. This is white jade, every piece carefully selected, guaranteed not to choke. Don't worry, my lords. This ultimate tonic soup is truly precious. This is an insult to decency. Simply, an insult to decency. How can anyone put this vile thing in their mouth? How dare your Majesty humiliate the officials like this? I dare to serve it. Then it must be edible. What do you mean by humiliation? Master should know both thunder and rain are the king's grace. If you don't want to eat it, I can have Chester give you a hand. Chester, yes. No. Tyrant.
Detected host humiliating the great scholar. Scholar Sterling. Triggered achievement, tyrannical despot. Go down in infamy. Tyrant points plus 10,000. Balance is 180,000.
One step closer to surviving. Drag him away. Anyone else need help?
A bowl of ultimate tonic soup not only offended the civil and military officials but also offended the scholars of the realm. Arthur is truly a master of self-destruction. God bless Solaria. I heard that Duke Felix Pendleton, has returned to the capital. Back then, he and the late King of Churia fought for the throne and lost by one move. After all these years, he is still ambitious, his ambition unchanged, coveting the throne. I need to pass this message to him. Let Etheria tear itself apart into a complete mess.
Compared to those days, your Majesty has done very well. We have no right to complain or blame. Your Majesty, the wild greens we eat are bitter to the heart, liver, spleen, and lungs. Before your Majesty built the vacation palace and the canal, they were the people's staple food. Your Majesty is trying to tell me that he has never forgotten the hardships of the people. It is the border, the taste of swirling sand. Your Majesty is telling me the hardships of the border troops. He sees them. Assassins. Protect his grace. Wait. There seems to be a secret message. Great, this is perfect. I was just wondering how to deal with that little brat who stole my throne and cause him some trouble. Quick, spread the word. That incompetent king is debauched and tyrannical, sabotaging peace talks just to force Solaria to send 3,000 beauties. He also forces the civil and military officials who admonish him to eat sand and clay, leaving the great scholar Chancellor Sterling's fate unknown. Hurry, within 3 days I must let everyone know, and no one can know that it was me who spread it. I want to do it fair and square to ascend the throne and expose the incompetent king's misrule. I was forced to rebel for the people. Winning the hearts of all people is mandated by heaven. Oh, and don't forget to quietly give the beaten civil and military officials medicine and condolences, especially the young hero General Victor and the royal tutor Chancellor Sterling. Your grace is kind to your subjects, and I believe the civil and military officials will see who the wise ruler is. Ha ha ha.
Detecting host indulging in lust and neglecting state affairs, Tyrant points +1. Detecting ministers' admonitions rejected and rift between ruler and officials, Tyrant points +1.
These erotic pictures are making me sick. Without starting something big, the Tyrant points are still too slow. But I only have 4 days left. What to do. Your Majesty, the 3,000 beauties sent by Solaria have arrived at the border. How should we settle them, Your Majesty? What ranks should they be? And where to place them? That's right, I forgot about them. Ha 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 ha. Summon Minister of Finance Quinn. I want to build a new palace for the 3,000 beauties built entirely with steel. A golden house for a beauty is nothing. Hiding a beauty in a steel house is truly one of a kind. Your servant obeys. In ancient times, steel is more expensive than gold. I refuse to believe this won't drain the national treasury of Churia. What? Your Majesty, you want to hide a beauty in a steel house? Your Majesty, what does this mean? Hiding a beauty doesn't sound good. Forget it, let's play dumb for now. Your Majesty. What's steel? I don't know, Your Majesty. No worries, I know how to make steel the old-fashioned way. You need to build a blast furnace first. Then, use iron too. Is there actually a material harder than iron? Your Majesty is wise. Those 3,000 beauties must be Your Majesty's ruse to divert attention, but iron ore mining is difficult. Shortage of raw materials. In a short time, I'm afraid it's hard to build the steel house. That's simple. I'll issue a decree to collect from the people iron farming tools to smelt into steel. Then we'll have the material. I can't disappoint my beauties, can I? What about the people? What about farming? Farming and food are the foundation of the nation, Your Majesty. That's your problem. You're defying my decree. Do you want another bowl of the ultimate tonic soup? I heard that after the banquet that day, the minister's mansions echoed with eerie screams. I must have been blind. Incompetent king. He's definitely an incompetent king. Incompetent despot. Go tell Duke Felix. Good. The incompetent king is tyrannical. It's time for me, the wise ruler, to take the throne. Kill the incompetent king and save the realm. Send someone over to help my nephew. Let him, as fast as he can, collect the farming tools to build the palace. Also, send someone to spread a nursery rhyme. The king of Churia is corrupt, the people suffer. Hiding a beauty in a steel house, seizing farming tools. Heaven is barren, the earth is bitter.
The king is incompetent, the people suffer. Hiding a beauty in a steel house, seizing farm tools. Fields barren, land withered. Famine everywhere. The people desperately seek democracy.
Detected, host seizes farm tools, hiding a beauty in a steel house, disrupting autumn harvest and farming. Achievement triggered. Going against the tide. Cursed by all. Despot points +100,000. Balance 20,580. Congratulations, host. Despot points, return to positive. Obliteration countdown cancelled. Host, keep up the good work. Achieve success soon.
I survived. Today is the last day. I thought we were doomed. Luckily, I just barely returned to positive on time. Ancestors bless us. Your Majesty, are you alright? Wait outside. Don't come in. Yes, I survived. Finally, out of danger. I knew it. I have the system. The protagonist is the child of destiny. Won't die that easily. Why? Your Majesty, Consort Su invites you. Beauty Wang has brought soup. Your Majesty, Consort Li says her heart aches. Wants you to go see her. Get out, get out, get out. Tell them all to get lost. All of you, reflect on your mistakes behind closed doors. No one leaves without a decree. They are just a bunch of tools who helped me achieve the despot achievement. Spies are one thing. What if an assassin stabs me in the middle of the night? What do I do? At least Consort Seraphina is loyal. Your Majesty, Consort Seraphina is here. Get lost. No, wait, summon her quickly.
So many young ladies entered the palace. There's no room in the palace. I thought your Majesty had already forgotten me.
Even with a massive harem, I only trust you. No matter what, I will never give up on you.
Your Majesty is teasing me again.
I'm not teasing. This square sky within the palace, endless memorials to review, and endless jealousy. It's just too boring. If I could, I wouldn't want to be this emperor. I'd rather be a carefree royal or an ordinary citizen. With my dear, one couple for a lifetime, children and grandchildren fill the hall, children at my knee, how wonderful that would be.
One couple for a lifetime. Emperors throughout history have always had thousands of beauties. Arthur, why do you have such thoughts? This incompetent king is lecherous and foolish. His words cannot be trusted. He wants to be an ordinary citizen. Duke Felix would be very happy. I'm waiting for you to tear each other apart. Then it will be Solaria's opportunity. Yes, that's right. In this life, I live only for Solaria.
Your servant has come to bid farewell to your Majesty.
Ding. Detected the host is cursed by the people, Tyrant points +1. Detected the host is cursed by the officials for being incompetent and tyrannical, Tyrant points +5. Available balance, 25,888.
Small as it is, it's a steady stream. How about we send them a bowl of ultimate tonic soup every day? Your Majesty. What did you say? Your servant swears loyalty to your Majesty unto death, and will return if called to war. Please take care, your Majesty. All right, I know, just go already. Hell yeah. You're going to trample the royal capital, isn't that exactly returning if called to war? Duke of the South, in such a hurry to go to your post. The Chancellor is old. Once you leave, and His Majesty fools around, it will be hard to support things alone. I must go. His Majesty is not an incompetent person. Sending me to garrison the South must have profound meaning. Not incompetent. For the sake of beauty, he seizes farming tools by force and destroys agriculture. The people are complaining bitterly, and we still don't know what to do about the autumn harvest. I'm afraid in the eyes of the people, I'm also a treacherous minister. When famine comes, I'm afraid even dying to apologize to the world won't atone for my sins. This is exactly where His Majesty is farsighted. Look at that steel. It can be used not only to build houses, but also to make weapons. Perhaps hiding a beauty in a steel house is just a disguise. The other day, spies reported that there are unusual movements from the southern tribes. The eastern tribes are suspected of surrendering to Solaria, and they also seem to have rebellious intentions. I believe there will eventually be a day to unify the world and fight to the death. Neighbors hoard grain, I hoard soldiers. Neighbors are my granaries. As long as you quickly produce a batch of steel weapons and transport them to the border, then descending like divine troops, whether we buy or plunder, I believe the southern tribes wouldn't dare disobey. So that's it. His Majesty is sacrificing his reputation and feigning incompetence, all for the people and for Churia. I even misunderstood him. I'm such a fool. Your Grace, Chester's message has arrived. Arthur, what did that brat say? The throne is too exhausting, reviewing memorials is too boring, he wants to be an ordinary citizen, and have one couple for a lifetime. He's really acting innocent after taking advantage. Since he said so, I'll grant his wish. As for the state, I will reluctantly take on the burden. My dear nephew, let me help you become the worst king in history who goes down in infamy. Greetings, Your Majesty. It's been a few years. You've lost some weight, Your Majesty. No need for formalities, Uncle Felix. Coming to see me so early? What's the matter? Then I'll go back to sleep some more. Such great acting. Can't even tell that this guy once fought the old king for the throne like it was life or death. But that's fine. I like this kind of traitor. The tag is ambition 100%. That's just perfect. One more helper to ruin the nation. Outside, there's Victor. Inside, Duke Felix. Internal troubles and external threats. I don't believe we can't destroy the country. What did you say, Your Majesty? I said you're wild. Never mind, what do you want? Your servant quotes the sages, the great affairs of a state are war and sacrifice. Your Majesty, hiding a beauty in a steel house has become a story among the people. Why not build an altar as well? First, the ancestors will surely appreciate your filial piety. Second, Your Majesty and Consort Seraphina ascending the altar together to worship the ancestors will prove that Your Majesty and Consort Seraphina are deeply in love, washing away the reputation of being a lecher from the Steel House. This. Filial piety. Let the ancestors be struck by lightning. That's filial piety? What a joke. Steel conducts electricity. You think I don't know your ambition? Duke Felix makes sense. I approve. Then for the name, let's call it Beacon Tower. Though Lightning Tower would be more accurate. But in ancient times, Mad King Ares cried wolf to amuse a woman. Beacon Tower matches the incompetent king perfectly. Be sure to pick a sunny and pleasant day to ascend. Otherwise, won't you be zapped by the thunder god? Your Majesty. Your Majesty, Your Grace, Consort Seraphina is here.
That fat guy. He doesn't look like a wise ruler. With him and Arthur locked in a rivalry, Solaria will unify the realm any day now.
So this is the consort who's made a name for herself. A true femme fatale. No wonder she's got my nephew wrapped around her finger. My throne's safe.
Your Majesty and Your Grace, what are you two talking about? It seems your servant interrupted something.
Not at all. I've told you before. You can come to the royal study anytime, my dear. I plan to build the tallest beacon tower in the world for you on Mount Obsidian. Then, I'll gather Turia's best warriors to put on a martial arts show just for you. When I light the beacon, a massive army will come for you. And chant your name. Are you happy, my dear? With this twisted version of crying wolf to amuse a woman, and you as my wicked consort, my reputation as an incompetent king is sealed. Wicked consort? That's too harsh. Wicked queen, then? Help me get home, and I'll make you queen.
No, he's just an incompetent king. Seraphina, wake up. He's using you, using a wicked consort to downplay his own reputation. Making you bear the blame for his extravagance and ruining the country. But what if? What if he's sincere? What if he's not a good emperor, but truly loves me? Your Majesty's great affection. Your servant is honored to accept. Of course, I'll agree. I'm here to disrupt the court and seize his kingdom. Sooner or later, we'll become mortal enemies. There's no other possibility.
Great, the incompetent king took the bait. The incompetent king and the wicked consort a perfect match. Once the beacon tower is built, that's when you, Arthur, will be disgraced, and I will take your place.
Such a cunning, scheming incompetent king. He's the one who's extravagant and dissipated. But Seraphina takes all the blame. A ruinous incompetent king. Not worth mentioning. Go contact our carrier pigeons in the city. Spread the words on this note through every street in the capital. Seraphina, this. The incompetent king's life is dull and bleak. Duke Felix offered a scheme. Light the beacon tower. The incompetent king wants to have fun, just to make the wicked consort laugh. On the smoke field, heroes compete. The one who wins gets the crown. But alas, that heroic man will be castrated to serve her. Eunuch. Be castrated to serve her. Hero, smoke. Eunuch. This not only mocks the incompetent king, but also drags Duke Felix into it. It also says the general who wins the military exercise will be made a eunuch to serve you. This rumor is too vicious. If it spreads, your reputation will be completely ruined. Remember, our goal is to throw Churia into chaos, not to replace Arthur Pendleton with a sharper, tougher Duke Felix. I want them to fight, uncle against nephew. Like dogs tearing each other apart. Drain the strength of Churia until nothing's left. One couple for a lifetime. Arthur Pendleton, I want to see if you truly love me, or if you're just setting me up as a target, painting me as a wicked consort. Seraphina, why do you do this to yourself? Stop being dramatic, go get to work. People like us have never controlled our own lives.
How's it going? Did the news about the incompetent king building a beacon tower for the wicked consort spread? Yes, Your Grace. It's spreading. But they all say it was Your Grace who suggested it. And they also say... What? That rumor dragged me into it too. My precious reputation. I shouldn't have been so impatient. Now look, I'm lumped in with Arthur Pendleton. Quick, refute the rumor. I deliberately suggested the beacon tower, but the idea of a 3-army exercise to please consort Seraphina, and taking the bravest general to make him a eunuch, to guard consort Seraphina closely. That wicked idea was not mine. I would never be so tyrannical and unprincipled.
Ding. The host's wild moves spread across the realm, causing rumors to fly, and public resentment to boil. Congratulations, host, on triggering the achievement. A modern-day tyrant. Tyrant points plus 50,000. Current balance, 75,888. Random drop reward, 1 piece of impenetrable golden chainmail. Please keep up the good work and complete the mission soon.
Geez. 12,345. 5 digits. I got 50,000 in one go. Great. Just over 20,000 more, and I can go home. I should celebrate properly. No, can't celebrate too early. It might fail prematurely. Jinx, Your Majesty. Your Highness, something terrible. A big disaster. Oh my god. Did my jinx come true that fast? My dear and I are doing fine. Shut up, idiot, Your Majesty. Chancellor Carter is leading the civil and military officials to force the king to abdicate. Wait, no. To celebrate, they're preparing to remonstrate with their lives. Such a good thing. Why didn't you say so earlier? Heaven bless me. Just over 20,000 more tyrant points, and I can apply to go home early. The civil and military officials are bringing me money. They're all good people. The beacon tower was built by the Mad King Ares of the previous dynasty. The military exercise is unprecedented. Please reconsider. Your Majesty. Your Majesty. The Chancellor is right. The Ministry of Finance just finished repairing the palace for thousands of concubines. The Steel Palace, the National Treasury is really empty. Your Majesty, please, Your Majesty, put the state first. Execute the wicked consort. Oh, screw you guys. What do you think you're doing? Forcing me to abdicate? Who says military exercises are unprecedented? That's because you've seen too little. My rabbit often does military exercises. When its bloodline awakened, its best record was 1 against 8. And you? You still dare to mention the palace? A perfectly good palace, and you turned it into a birdcage. My beauties all sleep on a communal bed. How much kickback did you take? And you have the nerve to say the treasury is empty? I didn't. Please, Your Majesty, investigate thoroughly. The embezzled steel was all taken by Victor. Truly, I didn't take a single. Stop making excuses. Guards, take these overstepping rebels who tried to force me to abdicate and throw them all into the dungeon. Teach them a lesson they won't forget. Incompetent king. You incompetent despot. You don't care about the people. You'll get what you deserve. You and your wicked consort will die a miserable death. Oh, pretty cocky, huh? Anyone who curses me gets their butt beaten black and blue. This time, spank them with their pants down, Your Majesty. The maximum security prison has harsh conditions. The Chancellor is advanced in age. The officials are of noble status. They cannot be humiliated like this.
Yeah, the lords are all pillars of the state. I can endure some grievances, it's nothing.
Enough. I've made up my mind. This isn't a wicked consort. This is clearly an auspicious sign. I chose to dote on her. Why don't you blame me?
Detecting the host blinded by lust, persecuting loyal subjects, and acting arbitrarily, throwing all civil and military officials into the dungeon triggers the achievement Tyrannical Despot. Tyrant points plus 20,000. Balance, 95,888. Congratulations, host. Regarding early settlement, there are less than 5,000 tyrant points left. Keep it up, host.
The dawn of victory is here, and I am just one step away from success. My premium liquor and cigarettes, computers, and AC. Great, great. I haven't even done anything yet, and you've already lost the people's support. Truly, destiny is on my side. But all the ministers are in maximum security prison. Who's gonna handle the affairs of the court? Yet another good sheep to exploit for benefits. Too bad, I'm about to save enough for my ticket home. But I don't want to give up the tyrant points I've earned just to grant your wish. Then let them work in the maximum security prison. When heaven is about to assign a great task to a person, it first tempers his willpower and exhausts his body. They've been in office for too long. They just meddle in my business every day. I'm afraid they've long forgotten about the hardships of the people. I'm kind-hearted. Let them experience again the feeling of a decade of hard study from their youth.
A tyrant is a tyrant. A little honey trap and he's hooked. All the civil and military officials have been thrown into maximum security prison. Now I'm afraid he's really going to go down in infamy.
I am from a humble background. Your Majesty is right. This old servant has indeed sat in high office too long. I've forgotten the hardships of the people. I've long forgotten the original intention to serve the people. The late king was so incompetent, yet I've managed to survive until now. Now His Majesty is fooling around, and all I think about is retiring. I've let the people down. I deserve to die. Though I haven't forgotten to serve the people, I've long lost the original drive to ensure that all the people have enough to eat. That sharp edge. In the end, it was His Majesty who woke me up to these things. Yes, if an official doesn't serve the people, it's truly disgraceful. Your Majesty has been well-intentioned. As for the beacon towers, it must be Duke Felix slandering. What's going on? Obviously, the one who punished them to the maximum security prison was Arthur Pendleton. I was the one who pleaded for them.
Detecting that the host's impassioned speech has won the hearts of the ministers. Tyrant points minus 5,888. Balance, 90,000.
Holy crap. Are these people masochists? Well, still 90,000. Once the beacon towers are done, I'll have enough for my ticket home. We pay respects to your majesty. We pay respects to consort Seraphina, your highness. Long live the king. Rise. Let the 3-army military exercise begin. The competition begins. I lost. No. No need to go easy on me, man. I'm not that skilled. You should have won, buddy. No, you bastard. You tried to screw me. You clearly won. It's windy today. Yeah. Bad wind direction. Good skills, I'm beaten. What's going on here? So pathetic. So this is our great army of Churia. Haven't you heard the rumors? At the 3-army military exercise, the winner has to become a eunuch for his majesty to personally guard consort Seraphina. Who would dare to win? Great, looks like the rumors are working. When Arthur loses the people's support, then I'll take the throne. The beacon tower has been built for days now. Why hasn't the system reward come yet? Do I really have to, like the rumors say, castrate the champion of the military exercise? System, you're perverted.
The beacon tower is built, rumors are flying. Congratulations, host, you've triggered an achievement, perverted tyrant and castration maniac. Plus 10,000 despot points. Balance, 100,000.
System, I want to apply for early settlement. I want to go home.
Detected that the ruined nation mission is incomplete. 100,000 despot points are only enough for a return ticket. You can't take any rewards with you. Host, do you wish to proceed with early settlement?
I'll still be broke when I go back. I'll think about it.
Danger. Host, be careful.
Die, incompetent king.
I'll protect your majesty.
Your majesty, be careful. Protect the emperor. Protect the emperor. Assassin. Catch the assassin. Your servant is late to protect your majesty. I have alarmed your majesty. Please punish me, your majesty. Oh my god. If it weren't for the system dropping the golden chainmail, we'd be doomed. Wait. This feels familiar. What is Victor to you? You wouldn't be that legendary general, would you? I'm the Duke of the South's cousin, Horace. I was ordered to bring troops back to the capital for a military exercise.
Best case, we kill the incompetent king. If not, frame Victor. I want them to turn against each other.
Young master, kill him. Kill the incompetent king. My lord will have the right to compete for the world. Such obvious framing. But I'm out of this. System, I request early settlement. If I stick around, I might not make a dime and get myself killed instead.
Ding. Not enough points. Request denied.
Request denied? How can that be? I just scored 100,000 Tyrant points. You didn't pocket it, did you?
Detected that the host used himself as bait to catch all the Solaris assassins lurking in Churia. National destiny rising, Tyrant points decreased by 200,000, balance, negative 100,000. Warning, warning, Tyrant points have reached the lower limit again. If not returned to positive within half a month. Obliteration, obliteration.
Oh crap, here we go again.
"3 days. Your Majesty, you're finally awake. We were so worried about you.
3 days?
12 days left on the countdown.
I dare not open my eyes. I hope it's just a hallucination. Your Majesty, Your Majesty, where's the doctor? His Majesty is in agony. What's wrong with His Majesty? Don't worry, His Majesty is just frightened. He's suffering from acute internal heat. Let me give him acupuncture. No, no, no. I'm fine now. You may leave. What exactly happened with the assassin? How did I get deducted 200,000 just like that? After investigation, the assassin was a Solarian spy. During the 3 days Your Majesty was unconscious, I managed to make them talk. We captured over 100 assassins and spies hidden around the capital. We destroyed all their bases. The royal city is now as secure as an iron fortress. The Duke of the South has no rebellious intentions. Please investigate thoroughly, Your Majesty. No wonder, no wonder. You truly are my loyal subjects. Your Majesty, guards. Issue a decree. Horace saved my life, so he is appointed general of the cavalry. What can I do? I'm 100,000 in debt. Might as well hope Victor tramples the royal capital, speeding up the fall of the country. I swear loyalty to Your Majesty unto death. Your Majesty trusts us so much, and Cousin Horace didn't lie to me, as Your Majesty is a wise king with far-sighted vision. He built beacon towers, and he must be using himself as bait to lure out Solarian spies, yet I doubted him before, thinking he was an incompetent king, so I'm such a fool.
Your Majesty must not.
Your Majesty must not.
Regardless, letting Your Majesty take risks is our dereliction of duty.
You're right, Your Highness. If this reward goes through, Winston will serve Arthur until death, and that won't do. Enough talk. I trust Victor, and I'm counting on him to rebel, for he's my ace in the hole. And as for Minister's dereliction, Quinn, hear my command. I grant you the Imperial Sword to supervise all officials, and any corrupt or deadwood officials, kill them all without mercy. Kill whoever displeases you, and kill those who oppose me. The Tyrant points depend on you.
Your Majesty, if you do this, what if chaos erupts in the court?
My dear, don't worry. For no matter what, I will protect you until the time is right, when I will crown you as queen, and rule the kingdom with you.
Crown me as queen and rule together. He trusts me so much, but I can't. No, no, no. This incompetent king just wants to set me up as a target, for between a wicked consort and a wicked queen, what's the difference? He is the king of Churia, and I am a Solarian spy. Your Highness, something terrible. Mr. Liu, Mr. Han, Mr. Lewis's house has been raided. 90% of our outposts and moles near the capital have been rooted out. Now, among the ministers close to Solaria, except for the royal tutor, Chancellor Sterling, all have been purged. No, he wouldn't. He said just yesterday that he would make me his queen. Send word back that Arthur wants to make me his queen. Say that I will immediately find a way to bring chaos to the court, and ask the King of Solaria to give us another chance. Detected, Quinn purged 11 enemy spies and corrupt officials, seized $10 million in illicit money, the national treasury is overflowing, and national destiny has greatly increased Tyrant points minus 50,000, balance minus 150,000. Detected Tyrant, points are negative, please return to positive as soon as possible, or face obliteration.
Screw you. In just one night, Quinn managed to cause such a big mess. Why doesn't he just fly to the sky?
Your Majesty, calm down. The ministers are useless. Just pick another batch. Don't ruin your health.
Right, just pick another batch. Start the civil service examination. Once the exams are announced, those prominent families will surely go berserk. By the way, women can also take the exams. Once traditional ethics are broken, the realm will surely rebel. Other countries will also take advantage. With internal troubles and external threats, I don't believe the country won't fall. My dear, you are truly my lucky charm. Blessed by heaven's grace, caring for the people below. His Majesty has a decree. Starting today, we will select officials through examinations. All subjects of Churia, regardless of background, regardless of gender, all can take the exam. Once you pass the exam, you can enter the court as an official and serve the country. That is all. Did you hear that? Wait, regardless of background. We students from poor families finally have a chance to shine. Your Majesty is wise. Preposterous. Absolutely preposterous. A women's imperial examination. Letting women enter the court as officials. This will disrupt traditional moral principles, turning the world upside down.
Women can become officials too. Women can also stand in the royal court and control their own destiny.
What are you daydreaming about? You, a woman. Why aren't you at home learning needlework and embroidery, showing your face in public? And you want to be an official? Did you forget what your father said? Ignorance is a woman's virtue. Those useless books you read, can they put food on the table? Or can they find you a good husband? Come back with me now. Butcher Brown's house is waiting for you to meet your match.
I'm not going back. I don't want to marry a butcher. The royal notice says it crystal clear. Women can take the exam too. If I pass, I can become an official.
You think you can pass? Look at you, playing with swords all day. You're wilder than a man. His Majesty wants a well-educated, reasonable, talented woman, not a female thug like you. Besides, do you really think you can pass? Those lords in the royal court, would they listen to a woman like you? Stop dreaming. A woman's duty is supporting the husband and raising children, and carrying on the family line.
I don't believe that. Why should my destiny be decided by others? I want to give it a try.
Look, there really is a woman who actually dares to take the civil service exam, showing her face in public. How shameless. She doesn't actually naively think His Majesty wants women to become officials, does she? His Majesty is just doing this for fairness, and more so to use the women's exam to divert the attention of the prominent families, and weaken the conflict between the students from poor families and the noble families. Just a pawn.
I see. So the women's imperial exam is just an extra, a tool for His Majesty to divert the attention of the prominent families, just an ornament. How to make all the people live in peace and prosperity? Do these all people ever include women? Women's rules and precepts, memorial archways of chastity, the 3 obediences, and 4 virtues, supporting the husband and raising children. You use one rule after another to trap women in a sea of suffering for life, causing countless women to never even open their eyes to see the world before being abandoned or killed. Is this what you call all the people living in peace and prosperity? How hypocritical.
Why are there so few people taking the exam, and not a single woman? Even though this exam was held a bit hastily, and due to time constraints, it's limited to people from the capital. But this is a golden opportunity. Shouldn't they be lining up to take it? Geez, what is written here? To establish a heart for the world, to ordain fate for the people. These are all big shots. Can't pick them, can't pick them. Otherwise, when will I ever get to ruin the country? Mediocre talents, mediocre talents. Isn't there a single mediocre talent in the exam hall? Hey, wait. I finally see a woman. It looks like she turned in a blank exam. Why didn't you write anything? To reply to your Majesty.
This question is too difficult. I, a humble woman, cannot solve it. As long as the royal court doesn't value women, the people will never live in peace and prosperity, because half of the people will always be living in terrible suffering.
Good, good, well answered. How to make the people live in peace and prosperity? There is no answer at all. It's all about intent. Someone, draft a royal decree. Appoint this great talent as Chancellor. Chancellor Carter is advanced in age. Let him retire and return to his hometown to enjoy his remaining years.
Your servant is a woman. Your servant has not passed the civil service examination.
I know. I want a woman. I just want to break the norms and throw the royal court into chaos.
Your Majesty is wise. You great talent, why don't you quickly kneel and thank His Majesty? Now the royal court will be in chaos. Arthur really is persistently courting death. If not for his good luck, the country would have fallen long ago. Why did your Majesty do that? Was it to set me up as a target? To block all the swords aimed at the civil service examination. Your servant Matilda, thanks your majesty for your great kindness. I am willing to go through fire and water for your majesty, without any hesitation. Even if that's the case, I don't care. This is my only chance to break free from the cage, stand in the royal court, and realize my aspirations. It is also the only chance for all women in the world to grasp power. Even if there are mountains of knives and seas of fire ahead, I will press forward without hesitation.
Matilda, 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 oh my god. Could she be this world's Wu Zetian? Perfect, perfect.
Ding. Detected that the host disrupted official selection and promoted a female thug to chancellor, causing officials to complain endlessly. Triggered achievement, heaven and earth inverted, women ruling the roost. Tyrant points plus 100,000. Balance minus 50,000, obliteration countdown, 9 days. Host, please keep up the good work and escape life-threatening danger soon.
Far away, there's Celeria. Nearby, there are Victor and Horace. In the royal court, there's also Wu Zetian. Internal troubles and external threats are all here. How can I not ruin the country? The civil service exam is one thing. But Matilda is just a woman. How can she come to court with us? Indeed. The noble family's 9-rank system for selecting officials has always been the backbone of our dynasty. Your Majesty fired Chancellor Carter and just promoted a mere woman to replace him. Aren't you afraid of the world's curses or an official riot? For the court's stability, we beg you, Your Majesty, to reconsider. My mind is made up. This land is my land. And this court is my court. You disobey my orders and gang up to threaten your emperor. Are you plotting rebellion? Women are half of the people in this realm. I rescue them and give them a chance to rise up. Why would they curse me? An official riot, huh? Show me one, if you've got the guts.
Your Majesty acknowledges that women are also his people. Your Majesty, for my sake, defies the civil and military officials. How can I let such a good ruler like Your Majesty be cursed by others? Your Majesty, I wish to debate these lords. Let knowledge and contributions to the people decide the winner.
Granted. Now this is getting interesting. She's the only woman standing in this court to fight for herself and all women's rights. She will certainly grab power and profit, and turn this court upside down. Your Majesty, I ask one thing. The traditional ethics, men work outside, women work inside, yin and yang, heaven and earth, these are the ancient principles. You seduce the emperor, and constantly promote your cronies. What's your game?
Just because something is ancient, does that make it right? Then why, when the previous royal family fell and Churia rose, did Churia not continue the old laws of the previous dynasty, and honor the former royal family?
You're twisting words. Impossible to reason with. Your Majesty, let me try. For a nation, population is of utmost importance. If we allow women of the realm to become officials, it will weaken the population. What then? If we allow women to become officials, pregnancy delays official duties. What then? Population and labor are the most precious assets. Besides, you can't just do nothing and collect a salary for free.
Minister of Finance, you're wrong. Farming is also a vital responsibility of the state. Many in the realm have never worked the fields, can't tell one crop from another, such scholars are countless. Has that ever hindered farming? Have you ever heard, a family with a daughter is sought by 100? That's because among 100 families, only one keeps their daughter. Every year, female infants drowned are several times the number of officials in the entire realm. If women can become officials, they will live. If they can live, even if female officials never marry, Churia's population will only flourish. What is population? As long as Your Majesty unifies the realm, the people of the 6 kingdoms will all be Your Majesty's subjects. Will we lack population?
What bold spirit. What broad-mindedness and vision. Though she is a woman, I cannot match her. I heard that during the civil service examination, she wrote not a single word, and was instantly made an official by Your Majesty. Wait, not a single word. Could it be that Your Majesty had long discovered among women such remarkable talent? That's why you opened the civil service examination, taking all the infamy and attacks all upon yourself. Your Majesty, for such talent to rightfully stand in the royal court, you even dirtied your own name, bearing eternal infamy. This is truly a legacy for all ages, the great king. I, Quinn, cannot even come close. The female official makes sense. I am in awe. I agree to let her enter the court as an official. However, the position of Chancellor carries heavy responsibilities. Your Majesty, please reconsider.
Detected, Matilda proposed a brilliant strategy, making Quinn sincerely convinced. Court stability plus 10, national destiny plus 10,000. Tyrant points minus 10,000, balance minus 60,000.
Not sisters, you stabbed me in the back. Your Majesty, I'd like to give it a try. That's enough. I'm the Emperor. The King's golden words. I said she's the Chancellor. She's the Chancellor, and I trust her. If we keep this up, I'll be heavily in debt again.
Your Majesty, you trust me that much. I can't let Your Majesty down. I won't let anyone speak ill of Your Majesty. Your Majesty, I have 10 strategies for a strong nation. Please, everyone, take a look. First, on sovereign and subjects. I believe the king is like a boat. The people are the water can carry the boat, or overturn it. That's why dynasties rise and fall. If we want lasting peace and stability, we must know the people matter more than the king. Second, on warfare. A land long divided will unite, long united will divide. The law of the jungle prevails, so if Churia wants long-term stability and peace, it must have a powerful military force. I offer the meritocracy in the military. Granting titles based on military merit, the whole nation supporting the families of martyrs, so those dying on the battlefield won't feel forgotten. The third is 9th, on education. The state will implement universal free education, so that no great talents are buried among billions of people. 10th is on land equalization, more land, more tax, less land, less tax, so that the people of the realm all have land to farm, and the treasury has taxes to collect. This is a great deed. And if these 10 strategies for a strong nation are implemented, Churia will surely unify the world. So please, Your Majesty, consider this.
You. Chancellor Matilda makes sense. Your servant is impressed. Congratulations, Your Majesty, on gaining such great talent. Chancellor Matilda makes sense. Congratulations, Your Majesty, on gaining such great talent. Congratulations, Your Majesty. Long live the king. Long live the king. The people are more important than the king. Granting titles based on military merit. Land equalization system. 10 strategies for a strong nation. What are you doing, you idiot? Who is the time traveler after all? I'm doomed. I'm done.
Detected, Matilda conquered civil and military officials with talent and ascended to the position of Chancellor. Court stability plus 10, national destiny plus 10,000, tyrant points minus 10,000, balance minus 70,000. Detected, Chancellor Matilda presents a brilliant strategy, the 10 strategies for a strong nation, and the host is expected to unify the world and go down in history. Minus 10,000, minus 10,000, minus 100,000, warning, current balance is minus 190,000, exceeding the lowest limit of 90,000, deducting 9 days of survival time from the host. Instant obliteration. Instant obliteration. Instant obliteration.
I'm done. We are truly doomed. No. Wasn't it said that I just need to lie flat and do nothing, right? System, you lied. Agent, I want to transfer to a human agent. I never said I would implement it. I swear these 10 strategies will go down in history, and I will go down in infamy for shelving them. Agent, I want to transfer to a human agent. Transfer me to a human agent. You ruined me. Guards, His Majesty is delighted to have found a talent. He fainted from joy. Your Majesty. Your Majesty. Your Majesty. Quick, call the doctor. Thank you, Your Majesty. Am I dead?
Not yet. Sign this. Then, you can get out.
Loan of 100,000. Repay 200,000. You have to repay within 1 month. Additional interest, the fall of the country. Before that, you can't request ending the mission early. You're a bloodsucker. Even loan sharks aren't this ruthless. You promise me what? I don't have to do anything, and I could just lie back and win? You're running a total scam. I want to file a complaint.
Sis never thought that. Just live it up. Sitting and waiting for the nation to fall. Such a simple task, and you screwed it up. Then I'm leaving. Detected, host's tyrant points are negative. Breaking through the lowest limit. Obliteration protocol initiating.
Sis, I'm on it. Sis, I was wrong. Sis, give me another chance.
Your Majesty, what's wrong? Your Majesty.
Consort Serafina is truly suffering. To avoid obliteration, I tearfully borrowed from loan sharks. Borrow 100,000, repay 200,000. In other words, within 1 month, I got to earn at least 300,000 tyrant points to return to positive and save my own neck. Heavens above. I just want to be an incompetent king. Why is it so hard?
I'm the one who should be complaining. You, incompetent king, how can you be so lucky? You casually promoted a female thug, and she turned out to be an absolute genius. Could this incompetent king really be chosen by destiny? No, he's lecherous, lazy to the bone, extravagant and dissipated. How could destiny choose someone like him? This must be destiny's trial for Solaria. Your Majesty, troubled by state affairs, the royal court already has Chancellor Matilda, an absolute genius like that. If your Majesty still feels it's not enough, why not travel in disguise and personally find the overlooked talent? Since appointing and dismissing a chancellor is so casual, then why can't those in high positions at court be Solarian? When heaven is about to assign a great task to a person, it first tempers his willpower, exhausts his body, and starves his flesh. Your Majesty should head to the slums and take a look.
Right, if one isn't enough, then bring in more. Surely they can muddy the waters in the court. They can't all be, every single one, absolute geniuses, right? My dear, that makes sense. You really are my lucky charm. Since appointing a woman as an official can mess up, then this time I'll find a beggar who doesn't even know his ABCs. I don't believe for a second it won't drive the civil and military officials crazy and cause chaos in the court. How dare you?
Master, you came to the slums. Experiencing the hardships of the people is good. Come on, Mr. Horace. Don't be so nervous. I think he's just a frail scholar. What could possibly go wrong?
Pardon me, I'm not a bad person. I saw the royal notice and am traveling to the capital for the examination. But I encountered bandits on the way, arrived too late and missed the exam. They took all my money. I could only stay in a ruined temple in the slums. I didn't mean to offend you, nobleman. How do you know we're noblemen? This is the royal city, the residence of high-ranking officials and nobles. If you drop a brick, it will hit either an official or a marquis. You, sir, and your entourage have an extraordinary vibe, completely out of place in the slums. Naturally, you are noblemen.
Good eye. Master, look at this scholar. Though down on his luck, he hasn't given up his ambition. He might be a talent. Let's test him. If he's truly talented, it would be a good tale.
My dear, you truly love me. You're wholeheartedly thinking of me and Churia. But I want to be an incompetent king, another Matilda, such a talented person, and I'd have to hang myself.
Providing fine rice for disaster relief is simply fooling around. Do the refugees deserve such good things? In my opinion, it should be replaced with chaff and mixed with some dirt. 9 pounds of chaff and 1 pound of dirt. Since they are refugees, as long as they don't starve, it's fine. After all, only what high-ranking officials and nobles look down upon goes to the refugees' mouths without being exploited at every level.
Well said, this is exactly the talent I've been looking for, the most corrupt official of our time, indeed. Chester, draft an edict, appoint this person as Vice Minister of Finance. Tell Quinn to nurture him well. An arch-corrupt official raises a petty corrupt official, exploitation from top to bottom. I can't wait for them to drain the treasury.
Detecting host promoting a beggar to a third-rank official, managing the nation's wealth, achievement unlocked. Incompetent despot, acting arbitrarily. Tyrant points plus 10,000. Current balance minus 290,000.
Done. Let the storm rage on even fiercer. If this happens a few more times, my debt will be paid off soon. Maybe even within 30 days.
What's going on? Stolen right under my nose. Never mind. To suggest feeding refugees chaff, I think that beggar also has the makings of a corrupt official. Put him in the Ministry of Finance at court. Wouldn't that be like a mouse in a rice jar? Enough to bring disaster to Etheria.
Chester, take him to Quinn, yes.
His Majesty appointed me third-rank Vice Minister of Finance. He only heard the first half of my words, treasonous words, and knew my implied meaning. Your Majesty understands me, understands the exploitation at every level in officialdom, understands the suffering of the refugees. A true friend, your servant will live up to your Majesty's expectations.
Who are you? What a beautiful woman. She's got that scholarly grace. I remember Matilda. But she didn't look like this. Because of the 10 strategies for a strong nation, I made her the imperial envoy, and sent her south for disaster relief.
Your servant, Vice Minister of Finance, Olivia, thanks your Majesty for the recognition. I can never repay your kindness. From today onward, I am yours, your Majesty. I am at your beck and call. Your Majesty didn't recognize me. I do not blame your Majesty. Your Majesty chose me based on talent alone. It was so sudden yesterday, I forgot to thank you, and I also forgot to introduce myself to your Majesty.
No need for all that, beauty, rise. Oh, the one I picked up yesterday, that beggar woman? So she was a woman all along? Yesterday, her face was so dirty, I honestly couldn't tell. Another one, a female official promoted over the usual barriers. How could your Majesty be so blinded by lust? Your Majesty, you absolutely cannot do this. Your Majesty, this woman is not only a beggar by birth, but also the daughter of a disgraced official. Back then, the Olivia family embezzled the silver meant for the late king's palace construction. The late king sentenced their entire family to execution. Even the married daughters were exiled 3,000 li. Hey, a family of corrupt officials. Now, I like her even more. What now? The late king sentenced them to exile. What do you think the late king was? He was the son of heaven. He was the king. I am also the son of heaven. I am the king, and I pronounce them not guilty. If you still have objections. Earlier, the southern governor reported a drought, didn't he? Chancellor Matilda has already gone there. Vice Minister Olivia, you take the funds and grain, and go catch up with her quickly. This concerns the people's welfare. If your majesty insists on fooling around, then I will stain the court with my blood. I hope that from now on, your majesty will think twice before acting, and prioritize the people, not let personal preferences cause chaos in the world. Whoa. A minister risking his life to speak out. If blood splatters in the court and word gets out, my name will be forever nailed to the pillar of shame as an incompetent king. But this is a human life we're talking about. Mr. Lewis, why so worked up? Since His Majesty ascended the throne, he has always been farsighted. I trust him. General, why waste words on him? His Majesty is the Son of Heaven, both thunder and rain are the King's grace. If he opposes your Majesty, let him die if he wants to. Remember this. I am the one who killed him. Felix Pendleton. I killed him because he challenged the royal dignity. It has nothing to do with His Majesty. Also, does anyone have any problem with His Majesty's decree? Who allowed you to stop Arthur from doing whatever he wants, bringing disaster to the country and the people? If he were a wise ruler, how could I legitimately rebel and take the throne? Whoever stops him from being an incompetent king, I'll kill him. Whoa, when our interests align, this Uncle Felix is actually pretty useful. Did you hear that? Olivia, I will clear your family's name. I appoint you as Imperial Envoy. I grant you the Imperial Sword. I grant you the authority to execute first and report later. Chancellor Matilda will travel in disguise, while you will handle the disaster relief publicly. Don't let me down. Make sure to put your corrupt official instincts to good use. I'm counting on you to repay my debts.
Your servant thanks your majesty. I will not fail your majesty's expectations. I'll give my all until my last breath. Matilda's letter was right. Your majesty is different from the late king. He is a wise ruler of a prosperous era. My family's grievances of over a decade will finally see the light of day. I must not fail your majesty's expectations. Detected, host overthrew the late king's decree, causing ministers to remonstrate at the cost of their lives. Achievement triggered, incompetent and defying the heavenly order. Tyrant points plus 50,000, balance minus 240,000.
Didn't they say the government's disaster relief grain was coming? Why are we still eating grass roots, tree bark, and rice bran? Haven't you heard? The one in charge of this disaster relief is a female official. His Majesty just promoted on a whim. What can women even do? I heard along the way, she not only replaced the government's premium rice with rice bran, but also openly accepted bribes. All the relief grain went straight into her pockets. So aren't we eating rice bran? His Majesty is blinded by lust, appointing treacherous officials, not caring if we live or die. I think we might as well rebel. What do you know? At least rice bran can fill our stomachs, and it's unlimited. So what if it tastes a bit rough? Think about the tragedies of the past few natural disasters. If they really sent premium rice, would we even get any? His Majesty is farsighted. The official in charge of relief truly understands the people's situation. I was narrow-minded. I didn't understand His Majesty's farsightedness. Long live the king. Long live. Your Majesty is wise. Long live the king.
It seems among the people, there are still smart people. You didn't bear the infamy in vain for all you did for them. It's your Majesty who is farsighted. When your Majesty initially heard my proposal, you only heard half of it before understanding my meaning. You appointed me Vice Minister of Finance. You are my talent scout and true friend. I would die for someone who truly understands me. Naturally, I will handle things flawlessly. So this is the reason you accepted the officials' bribes and then turned them into disaster relief grain. Once this comes out, I'm afraid in the capital, many people are waiting to impeach you. I would go through fire and water for your Majesty. I have no regrets. Ding. Detected criticism by officials, tyrant points plus 10,000. Ding. Detected the person you promoted accepting bribes. Tyrant points plus 10,000, plus 10,000, plus 10,000. Ding. Detected that the people are complaining bitterly, rebellious intentions have arisen, and they are about to rebel. Balance minus 100,000.
Olivia, no wonder you're from a family of corrupt officials. She alone handled most of my debts. And that's not counting the follow-up. If the people actually rebel, oh my god, when I bring about the fall of the country and go home with billions of dollars, I'll build a shrine for that lady Olivia. Call my dears out to party. I'll play hide and seek with them. If they win, they all become consorts. If they get caught by me, they have to take off one piece of clothing until they're completely naked.
Hurry up. Oh, stop it.
My beauties, are you hidden well? I'm coming to catch you.
Come on, your Majesty, I'm over here.
Got you. Chester. Is that you, your Majesty? The people have surrounded the palace again. Because of the disaster in the south, the people are rioting and about to break in. Damn, I can go home now. Tell the royal guards to lay down arms. When the people storm the palace, they'll clear the king's side of evil ministers and drag me down, and push father onto the throne. That would be the fall of the country, right? Long live your majesty, my mother's second cousin says. My third aunt's youngest son says. The disaster in the south has been brought under control. All of this is thanks to Chancellor Matilda, who as imperial envoy inspected the disaster area, and even more thanks to Vice Minister Olivia for replacing the premium rice with cheap and filling rice bran. That's right. All of this is clearly your majesty's achievement. It's because he knows his people and delegates wisely, and employs talent without prejudice. That's why we have a wise ruler like your majesty. It's the blessing of Churia. Long live your majesty. Long live your majesty forever. Long live your majesty. Long live the king. Your majesty. What are you saying? Shouldn't you be throwing rotten eggs at me? Uh-oh. Someone. His majesty is so happy that he fainted over and over.
Detected 100 people. They believe the host is a wise ruler of a prosperous era. Tyrant points. 10,000. Ding. Ding. Detected 1,000 people. 10,000 people. They believe the host is a wise ruler of a prosperous era. Tyrant points. 10,000. 10,000. 10,000. Ding. Detected the host is loved by all the people. Achievement triggered. United as a fortress. The will of the people. Tyrant points. 100,000. Balance, minus 300,000.
Once again, back to square one. Which powerful figure did I exactly offend? This damn system, isn't it playing with me? Could it be that choosing the Tyrant system was a real mistake?
What did your majesty say? You scared your servant to death. Yet again and again and again, that incompetent king escaped danger. His luck, how can it be so good? Could he really be mandated by heaven? No, the one to unify the 6 kingdoms must be Solaria. If it comes to that, I'll have to do it myself. Your majesty, you can't abandon your servant.
Consort Seraphina, don't be afraid. Consort Seraphina really loves me. Unlucky at work, lucky at love? Forget it, let's enjoy today. Besides, I still have 20 days. First, let me enjoy the night with Consort Seraphina.
Your majesty, don't blame me.
Your majesty, your highness, the royal tutor, Chancellor Sterling, requests an audience.
What does he want? Spoiling my fun. No, that incompetent king has a golden chainmail. Good thing I didn't make a move.
The royal tutor requests an audience. Let's head to the royal study. My dear, I'll come see you tonight. That's right, I still have Chancellor Sterling. He is the head of the scholars. If he makes a move, he can trash my reputation. At least I can earn some points back. Tyrant points. Bring it on. Your humble servant pays respects to your majesty. My dear minister, no need for formalities. Rise. I have something to discuss with you. Please speak, your majesty. I want you to ruin my reputation. What does Arthur mean? Did he find out that I defected to Solaria? Master, I'm miserable. I just accidentally made some achievements. The people are about to praise me as the greatest king in history. This reputation is like a mountain crushing me so I can barely breathe. And keeping me up at night. And also keeps those morally corrupt people from showing their faces. I don't like this great king memorial archway. Master, do you understand? It seems Arthur doesn't know about my defection to Solaria. But he is deliberately ruining himself. To lure the snakes out. To catch all those in court who have disloyal intentions. What a ruthless plan. Luckily, I found out in advance. Yes, your servant understands. Today, your servant has come for another matter. Does your majesty know that Minister Quinn has been supplying the Duke of the South with weapons? The two are unusually close. They often exchange gifts. The transporters discovered that Minister Quinn gave the Duke of the South steel weapons and armor. But the Duke of the South gave Minister Quinn grain. The two are suspected of treason. Treason? Heavens! Finally! I've waited for this. There's always a way out. My dear minister, don't worry. Sending weapons to the South was my idea. I knew about their matter from start to finish. That's right, it was my idea. I begged everyone and finally got them to form cliques for private gain and intend to rebel. So that's it. I was judging a gentleman with my own petty mind. I take my leave, your majesty. He trusts Victor that much? It seems the plan to sow discord between the king and his minister needs more careful planning. From today onward, master, you only need to help me become the worst king in history. Just this one task, and don't worry about anything else. Their rebellion has just begun, don't you mess it up. Go to Duke Felix's manor and tell him about today's events. This is what happened today. Chancellor Sterling impeached Victor and Quinn for forming a clique with intent to rebel. This is a great opportunity. If military power always remains in Arthur's hands, what chance do I have? Rebellion is a grave crime. Shadow 1, go contact the ministers and clan elders. At court tomorrow, we will clear the king's side of evil ministers. Yes. Your Majesty, I impeach the Duke of the South, Victor, for forming a clique with intent to rebel. What did you say? Who told you this? Victor is the one who reclaimed the 13 cities, a meritorious minister. What are you trying to do? When the cunning hare is dead, the hound is cooked. When the birds are gone, the bow is put away. After this, who would still dare to serve Churia? As for the weapons, I know. I tacitly allowed it. They used the leftover materials from my palace construction, without touching the treasury, nor taking your money. You're making such a big fuss, what for? Your Majesty, I stake my life on it. The Duke of the South has no intention of rebelling. Forging weapons is only because the southern tribes control the 100 lands. Seeds grow into forests there, with 3 summers a year, and the food supply is inexhaustible. I only wanted to give those people who lost their tools a way to survive. The HH100. The 100 Victor conquered it. If that's the case, my tyrant points will drop off the charts. Do I even have a way out? The southern tribes are fierce, and the forests are full of miasma. The Duke of the South hasn't made much progress, so he didn't dare to inform your Majesty. But since his army is strong, he did seize some grain. However, such things are not suitable to be spoken openly. That's great. I mean, the 100 lands, within at most a few years, will surely be within Churia's grasp. As for transporting and forging weapons, it was my secret decree all along. My dear minister, what crime have you committed? Anyone who dares slander you shall have their 9 generations executed. Your Majesty's secret decree. The Duke of the South guessed it right. Your Majesty is hiding a beauty in a steel house. It's not for her looks. It's to forge weapons and scheme against the southern tribes. Your Majesty is not only farsighted, expanding Churia's territory, but also willing to ruin his own reputation. The great king for the ages. I need to take this and quietly tell the people. I must not let your Majesty's achievement be buried in the dust. He's bearing the infamy instead. What's going on? The spy told me that weapons were forged in secret. It was Quinn, acting on his own. This matter has always been sensitive. Arthur, why would he cover for them? Does Arthur see that I'm deliberately sowing discord between him and Victor?
Detected, a minister secretly forging weapons. The host is covering for them. Congratulations, host. You've triggered an achievement, brainless despot giving away the empire. Despot points plus 200,000. Balance minus 100,000.
Paying off the debt is within reach. But it's not enough yet. How can I make Victor get motivated to rebel quickly? Got it. Refer to the Emperor Augustus from a palace drama and that rebellious general. Since it's been discovered, I won't hide anymore. Quinn, you hurry up and forge a batch of steel weapons and the royal cloak, and ship them south. The Duke of the South has labored and achieved great merit. Grant him the right of fief autonomy and 1 royal cloak. Wearing the royal cloak, as if I were there in person. A general in the field is not bound by the king's orders. With the royal cloak, the Duke of the South may act at his discretion. Your Majesty is wise. The Duke of the South recaptured the 13 cities. He is a meritorious minister. He deserves this honor. And here I thought you were smart. But wisdom lasts only 3 seconds. You really aren't afraid of outshining the king. Indeed, you are not fit to be king. This throne should be mine. Everything is settled. Then let's dismiss the court. My dear and I are going back to bed. Your Majesty, please reconsider. Your Majesty, let me be blunt. Since ancient times, outshining the king must be guarded against. Enough. Victor is a meritorious minister. Why are you always suspicious of him? You're always eyeing my money-making treasure. For what? Let him rebel if he wants. I can't wait for him to rebel. Him rebelling, I'm happy about it. No, I have to do something to divert attention, otherwise, before the rebellion even starts, they'll mess it up if I don't act. Alright, this matter ends here. I will crown consort Seraphina as queen, let her rule behind the curtain, and share the realm with me. If you have nothing to do, go prepare for the queen's coronation. Court dismissed. Please reconsider, Your Majesty. Women ruling the roost will surely incur divine punishment. A co-rule of 2 sovereigns, with the queen ruling behind the curtain, has never happened before. Consort Seraphina was a maid by birth, of low status. He loves beauty more than the realm, handing over power. My nephew, has he lost his mind?
Detected, the host brought the consort to court, triggering the achievement, 2 sovereigns ruling, heaven and earth inverted. Despot points, plus 100,000. Detected, a key minister's heart rate is fluctuating wildly, beginning to doubt the host. Despot points plus 10,000. Current balance is 10,000. Congratulations, host has paid off the debt, and is out of life-threatening danger. Please continue your efforts, host, and complete the mission soon.
Earned over 300,000 in half a month. Looks like going against the natural order and forcing rebellion pays more. What should I do next? How about learning from King Henry and traveling to the south? The Emperor trial pass is about to expire. It's now or never. My dear, are you interested in touring the south with me? Earlier at court, I told the ministers that I will crown you as queen, and we will co-rule. While the coronation is being prepared, let me take you, my dear, for a good tour.
Your Majesty's favor. Your servant is delighted. If your Majesty emulates the wise kings, your servant will follow you to care for the people and travel incognito. It will surely make the people feel your Majesty's love for them as his own children. Arthur wants to make me queen, allow me to attend court, and share power with him. And now, for this brief freedom, he's willing to bear infamy, and take me to the south. Does he love me that much? Do I deserve this sincere love? No, I'm a spy. There's no love between us. Arthur, he's just using me to divert the minister's attention. He's turning me into a wicked consort who ruins the country. Why should I be touched? I only have my brother left. He is my only family. No matter what, I have to save him.
The great king loves his people like his own children. My dear truly loves me. Rose-colored glasses, 800 meters thick. She must know the treasury is empty. That's why she suggested I travel in disguise. To save me money. Now, that's true love. Even if I go bankrupt and she had to live in poverty with me, she would never complain. Traveling in disguise is absolutely out of the question. Without being the center of attention, how can I be extravagant and wasteful? My dear, you're wrong. Since this is before your crowning as queen, it's the last time we go to the south, we must be the center of attention. Also let the people see the grace of our mother of Turia. Chester, convey my decree. Within one day, I want to see a top-tier royal yacht that displays the Emperor's majesty. I want to arrive in the south in the grandest manner. Order Quinn to do it immediately, or execute 9 generations of his family.
So, not traveling in disguise? Instead, you want to be the center of attention with a grand spectacle. Then, how am I supposed to help you? Your Majesty, please reconsider. Such extravagance will make you cursed by the people. You are a wise ruler, of a prosperous era. I don't want you to pay such a great price for me.
My dear, don't worry too much. I don't care about these empty titles. What I want is to be cursed by the people.
But
in ancient times, there was a foolish king in love going to extremes for a woman's smile. My dear, your feelings for me are sincere and my love for you far surpasses that foolish king's.
If you were that foolish king, and I were a tragic beauty, at the execution ground, what would you choose? Arthur, oh Arthur. Do you truly love me? Or am I just a target for your extravagant and dissipated lifestyle?
The rise and fall of a nation lies with the ruler in power, not with an innocent woman. Femme fatale is just an excuse by the royal historian. If such a day ever comes, it should be me who dies. If that day really comes, how many tyrant points would that be? The title of incompetent king has got to be mine. When that happens, Victor leads his men and attacks, clearing the king's side of evil ministers. I'll be able to take my billions of dollars and die and go back home.
Does His Majesty truly love me this much? Should I really betray him? Maybe he knows I'm a spy and doesn't even care. No, I can't think like that. Otherwise, what about my brother? Since Arthur loves me, he'd surely be willing to give up the kingdom for me, right? If your servant says, in the next life, would your Majesty be willing to give up the vast kingdom? And just be an ordinary couple, one couple for a lifetime?
Of course.
Detected, host acting for consort Serafina, wasting manpower and resources achievement triggered, incompetent despot loving beauties, over the empire, tyrant points plus 50,000. Balance, 60,000.
What? Build a top-tier royal yacht within one day. The royal tutor. You must control His Majesty. His Majesty has spent all the money on consort Serafina. The national treasury is so broke it's cutting our salaries. How can there be money to build a top-tier royal yacht? Going to the south. This is ridiculous. Yes, exactly. If the treasury had money to go to the south, couldn't they at least pay our salaries first? With His Majesty acting like this, isn't he making things hard for us? What's the panic? His Majesty's decree wasn't issued to you all. It was issued to Minister Quinn. Within one day, a top-tier royal yacht for a luxurious trip to the south. His Majesty would never do something without purpose. Behind this there's got to be a deeper meaning we don't get. But the treasury has no money at all. What to do? I've got it. I remember, royal tutor, you were born into a top-tier noble family, the Sterling family, right? You are His Majesty's teacher, so for this $100,000, we're counting on you to contribute. Within one day, you must build a luxurious ship befitting an emperor's status, a grand vessel. If you succeed, $100,000 will be your reward. If you fail, it will be the funeral expenses for you and your 9 generations. The imperial sword will personally send them off. His Majesty would never issue an impossible task. The one-day deadline is so harsh, the problem must lie within this shipyard. Within 1 day, to build a luxurious ship befitting an emperor's status. Might as well just execute my entire clan. Wait, that ship built for the Woko pirates, the Sovereign, is finished today. Lay the deck, hoist the dragon flag. Isn't it already a royal yacht? But building a warship in secret and trading with the Woko is high treason. I've kept it well hidden. Apart from a few core craftsmen, no one knew His Majesty. How did His Majesty find out? It's over. The truth must have come to light. Perhaps His Majesty cherishes talent and intends to give me one last chance. I'll take the gamble. My lord, may I report, your humble servant has here a truly great ship, and since His Majesty ascended the throne, construction began at year and was completed just today. So since His Majesty needs it urgently, my lord, take it. But what a coincidence. What do you mean, specially for His Majesty? Was it made for His Majesty's birthday? This ship is clearly based on the coastal pirates design, and it's been widened to easily hold 1,000 people, while Chancellor Matilda yesterday just sent word that coastal areas are under attack by overseas Japanese pirates. And now these Japanese pirates have even reached a royal city, which is really outrageous. So I think His Majesty's intention on the surface is to tour the south, but actually to display our naval strength to threaten the overseas nations, and you're smart to catch that. So this ship, I'll take it on behalf of His Majesty. And since it's a congratulatory gift, talking about money would be vulgar, right? Traitors who collude with the enemy should be executed according to law, but this man's shipbuilding skill is indeed superb. And being able to build such a sea-shaking divine vessel, he is a rare talent. Right. So if we keep this man, in the future, for Churia, he can build a stronger navy to fend off foreign enemies. So I must get His Majesty's profound meaning, and His Majesty is very pleased with your gift. So your neck is spared for now, but from now on, you'll work hard for me. And if you ever betray me again, you know the consequences. Even if you're loaded, building a safe royal yacht fit for a king in less than 3 to 5 years is just impossible. Tomorrow, I'll use that as an excuse to crack down on officials, then reluctantly take the existing royal yacht down south. Your Majesty, the Minister of Finance is here to see you. So late at night? He's here to beg for punishment. Perfect. I'll take this chance to strip him of everything. That bastard really screwed me over. Let him in. Greetings, Your Majesty and Your Highness. So, you're here to beg for punishment? Yes, Your Majesty, I beg for punishment. Your servant reports that I have fulfilled Your Majesty's expectations. The royal yacht is ready. Since you can't get it done, get out of here. What? Built overnight? You're not tricking me, are you? Is it even safe? Your Majesty, the shipyard, grateful for your great kindness, has been building this ship since the year you ascended the throne. It was intended as a birthday gift for His Majesty, and it just so happened to be completed today. Are you kidding me? Is there really such a coincidence? Which powerful figure have I offended? Sigh. It must be the Tyrant System, being too wicked.
Your Majesty, since the ship's ready, why don't we set off now? Your servant entered the palace as a child, and has never seen the night view outside the palace.
Issue an edict, Consort Seraphina, and I will set sail immediately. All civil and military officials must board the ship at the docks within 2 hours. Anyone who disobeys shall be dismissed from office and exiled. Nobody likes working overtime late at night. Now, the civil and military officials are gonna roast me alive.
Detected, due to the host's wild moves, the officials are complaining endlessly. Tyrant points, plus 100, plus 100, plus 100.
Your Grace heard there's a co-rule of 2 sovereigns in the capital. His Majesty took the wicked consort and all the civil and military officials on a tour to the south, but he left out our young General Victor. It's because recently the officials impeached your Grace, and His Majesty's grown wary of you. Exactly, your Grace. Outshining the king never ends well. Before, His Majesty, to hide a beauty in a steel house, forcibly took farmers' tools. Then he built beacon towers, wasting manpower and resources. Now with the co-rule, he's taking the wicked consort on a tour to the south. Your Grace, deep down, His Majesty is an incompetent king. The other day, he promoted military officers, supported you, and you took back the 13 cities. I thought he finally came to his senses, wanted to be a wise ruler, but now it looks like it's just a passing whim. Once the whim passes, he's back to being a hopeless incompetent king. Even if you won't think of yourself, you should think of your brothers and the rest of us. Then what do you suggest I do? A wise bird picks its perch. The king of Solaria is ambitious and shrewd, and has always valued fierce generals, if your Grace is willing. Solaria, finally showing your true colors. You've got a point, but we need to think this through. I am a duke in Churia. The king of Churia granted me the royal cloak, the right to not kneel before him, the power to execute first and report later, and to act on my own. What can Solaria offer me? Your grace, what the king of Churia gave you is just an empty title, a barren land. But what the emperor of Solaria can offer you is real power, and the glory of a shared fate. As a token of sincerity, the new marshal of Solaria, Yegor, has secretly entered the pass, and is right outside the camp, awaiting your call. Great, great, great. Then set a feast, and bring in Marshal Yegor. His Majesty, to mislead Solaria, used himself as bait by touring the south. If I don't seize this opportunity to lure Solaria's main force deep into our land and crush them, wouldn't I betray His Majesty's care and trust? This welcoming gift of mine, are you satisfied with it, Marshal Yegor? Of course I'm satisfied. So this is the legendary Steel Armor Army. Truly lives up to its reputation. It seems the Emperor of Churia has staked everything on Victor. With such a mighty army, if only they could serve our great Solaria. Sorry, I missed. Tell your king that. Grand Duke and Grand Marshal are the only titles worthy of me. All right. But I want the secret of the steel sword. I want Solaria to unify the world. Can the Marshal make that decision? I am not only the new Marshal, but also a member of the Solarian royal family. Words are not enough. I also have a cousin named Horace. He serves as general of the cavalry in the capital. I'll have him escort my family south to Solaria. I hope that by then, the Grand Duke's residence will be ready. Your Grace, are you really? Do you think the southern troops will follow a fake seal? Or me, Victor? Your Majesty, your servant has set up your chess game for you. Your Majesty, something terrible has happened. An urgent report from the border. The Duke of the South has defected to Solaria. He has rebelled. General of the Cavalry Horace has taken General Winston Sr. and his family and fled the capital. What rebellion? Man, I've been waiting forever. Finally, it's happened. Damn, the Duke of the South. Pa, that traitor. He has the commander's seal. He has the royal cloak. Your Majesty recently even sent him a batch of weapons. What are we gonna do now? Your Majesty, I told you long ago Victor outshines the king and plots treason. None of that matters. What matters is what are we supposed to do now? Don't forget, the one in charge of the capital's defense is Victor's cousin, the newly appointed general of the cavalry, Horace. Shit, I pushed it too far. I wanted Victor to support me, but I didn't want him to actually rebel. What are we gonna do now? According to the spies, Horace took Victor's family and fled the capital, heading south to Solaria. This is our chance. Please order, Your Majesty, to mobilize the southern garrison and attack, and take back the capital. Enough! If Horace left a backup plan in the capital or meets up with Victor and ambushes us on the way, what will we do? We're already in the south. I think we might as well move the capital to the south. Is half a country still a country? My dear, don't be afraid. As long as I live, I won't let anything happen to you. I'll make you the Empress, in grand style.
He still remembers me at a time like this. He truly loves me. But he is truly an incompetent king, that's fine. Let him be an incompetent king, too happy to think of home. Even if the country is ruined and the family is destroyed, the king of Solaria will allow him to live. When Solaria unifies the world, I'll find a way to make him feign death. We still have my brother. The three of us will live incognito, wealthy, but ordinary people. Not bad. Detected. Host triggered giving away the empire. Achievement, national humiliation, half of the country. Tyrant points plus 300,000. Balance, 360,000.
Holy crap, 360,000? That's a new record high. Tyrant points, after the fall of the country, can all be exchanged for cash. Even though I'll have billions of dollars when I go back, who complains about having too much money? I've wronged her. I'll leave her some foundation to survive. Please reconsider, Your Majesty. That is the territory of Churia. How can Your Majesty give it up so easily? What about the people? Lord Quinn is right. Every inch of Churia's land was won with the blood of martyrs. Your servant would rather die than yield an inch of land. Please reconsider, Your Majesty. Please order to mobilize the southern garrison and recapture the capital. We are willing to fight to the death for Churia. Then you just wait. Let's go, my dear. Let's go out and have fun. Ignore these old fossils. It's not every day we're here. I'll take you on a night tour of the south. Come, my dear. Let's go out and have fun. Ignore these old fossils. It's not every day we get a chance. I'll take you on a night tour of the south.
Your Majesty, aren't you sad? Aren't you afraid?
The empire, long divided, must unite. Long united, must divide. When prosperity peaks, decline follows. That's the way of the world. The moment I ascended the throne, I knew this day would come. Now I just want to enjoy myself while I can. You don't have to kneel here anymore. If you're disappointed in me, then go pledge allegiance to the new king. This realm belongs to the people. Your loyalty should be to the people, not to any dynasty, Your Majesty. How can you say that? Boost the enemy's morale while crushing our own. From the moment I learned of Victor's intention to rebel, I had the abdication decree written. It's in the secret compartment under the pillow. I'm even worse than King Edward, who was too happy to think of home. Once the nation falls, I'll probably be nailed to the pillar of shame as the incompetent king. The tyrant points will come rolling in.
Such a clear-headed view. But I still have to catch him. Only this way will my brother be safe. I hope when Arthur learns the truth about me, he won't blame me.
This is the first time we're like ordinary husband and wife. The abdication decree is under my pillow. In a little while, the shadow guards will protect you and get you out. I've already arranged everything for you, my dear. If I die, you don't need to grieve for me. Live under a new identity and live a good life. Don't forget me.
This incompetent king. He actually loves me so much. No, that's not happening. Don't worry, we'll both be fine. Even if you can't be king anymore, we'll grow old together.
Serafina, what are you saying? You're not actually falling for this incompetent king, are you? Have you forgotten who you really are? You're from Solaria. The one you're loyal to can't be Solaria, that's right. The label just says her loyalty is at 99%. It doesn't say the person she's loyal to is me. So I'm the real clown.
I'm not.
Explain what? Explain you're not a spy. You truly love him. What you sent back home was all fake news. Tie them up and take him away. I've treated you well. Even if you went back home. I was looking for a way out for you.
I'm sorry. But I've always been a Solarian. Approaching you from the start was only for the throne.
You should have just said you wanted the throne. Why all this trouble? How do you know I wouldn't have given it to you? So basically, everyone Serafina recommended to me was a spy. Every suggestion she made was meant to hurt Churia. And I thought she was virtuous and kind, and always did the opposite. No wonder the tyrant points went haywire, going up and down like crazy. You really screwed me over. I'm an ally. An ally, I said.
What did you say?
If you're capable of stripping me of power and offering all of Churia to Solaria, I'd be thrilled.
Arthur truly loves me. So much that he's even willing to give up his entire kingdom. His love is so sincere. But I
never wanted to be emperor anyway.
If there's a next life, would your majesty be willing to give up a vast kingdom for me?
Of course.
Don't be afraid. I'll use my achievements to trade for you with the king of Solaria. After that, we can be an ordinary couple.
What a loving couple. Too bad it's him or your brother. You can only pick one. If you want your brother to live, kill him. Prove your loyalty to Solaria.
No. Arthur is the king of a nation. He's still useful. Without the king of Solaria's order, you cannot kill him.
Don't worry about that. You're making so many excuses. It's just that you can't bring yourself to do it. This makes me question your loyalty to Solaria. No wonder a mission to ruin the country has taken you so long with no results. I'll give you 3 seconds. Traitor. And the fate of traitors' families, you know it.
Silas. At the very least, don't make me kill him with my own hands.
3. Come on, just kill me. Let at least one of us survive. I've lost everyone, and I'm in enemy hands. Before completing the mission, even the system is playing dead. I'm not gonna make it. A day as husband and wife means a lifetime of gratitude. Let at least one of us survive. In Seraphina's hands, at least I'll die a quick death. A tragic farewell. I'm probably the most pathetic and cowardly time traveler ever. Not only have I not enjoyed any luxury, but I'm being hunted every day.
Your Majesty. He actually loves me so much he'd die for me. What have I done to deserve this? I don't need to prove my loyalty to you. Now tell me, where is my brother? When I was undercover in Shuria, my brother was only 5 years old. I imagine by now he's grown into a handsome young man.
Seraphina, you're still so naive. Why do you have to dig so deep? That little brat died the day after you left. The palace is no place for a peasant like him.
What did you say? You animals, he was only 5 years old. So we spies were nothing but pawns from the very start.
Too bad she's not untouched. But that makes it more exciting, doesn't it? Giving up your kingdom. What a Casanova. Just watch your beloved consort be humiliated to death by me. Stop. Stop. You only pick on women, you bastard. Spineless cowardly animal. What do I do? What do I do? Is there anyone to save us? Save her. But who would save an incompetent king and a wicked consort? Die in disgrace to quell the people's anger. This is the fate of an incompetent king and a wicked consort. If I had chosen the wise ruler system, would everything be different? I told you you'd regret it. So, wanna switch to the wise ruler system? Is it too late? But I already have 360,000 Tyrant points. It's not too late, dear. I've got a starter pack too. Confirm switch. Data intrusion. 1%, 2%, 99%. Overwrite successful. Wise ruler system. Bound successfully. Save me, save me, save me. Open the starter pack. Starter pack opening. Balance minus 359,999. Are you kidding me? Your servant arrived late to rescue you. Please forgive me, Your Majesty. What are you doing here? Didn't Horus defect? Just great, out of the tiger's den and into the wolf's lair. We can wait for Victor to take the throne, then kill me. If I die before the country falls, I'm really dead. Your Majesty used yourself as bait to lure the enemy in. You, under the guise of rebellion, using your family as a cover, quickly lead the troops south to protect Your Majesty and coordinate with me, and annihilate Solaria's elite forces. Isn't this Your Majesty's and cousin Horus's plan? I put Your Majesty in danger. I am incompetent. Please punish me. Hey, don't take credit for something you didn't do. What plan of mine? Detected host using self as bait to lure out enemy spies. Wise ruler points plus 100,000. Balance minus 249,999. Oh, I forgot. I'm now bound to the wise ruler system. But why, after just paying off the debt, do I owe another 300,000? Your Majesty, it's nothing. You did well. You did a great job protecting me. When we return, I will make you the champion duke. Horus is not a rebel. At least I don't have to die. Thank you, Your Majesty.
I avenged my brother. Do with me what you will. I'm at your mercy.
My dear, don't blame yourself. I know, my dear, you were forced into this. If you're still willing to stay by my side, let bygones be bygones. What happened today no one will know. Those assassins, no need to keep them alive. Understand? Yes.
Yes, I'm willing. You're my only family now. In here is everything I know about the remaining Solarian spies. You need to move quickly, there's still time to catch them all.
This thing really is my lifesaver. Your Majesty used himself as bait, and reformed the enemy spy. He obtained important information. Cousin Horus was right, Your Majesty is truly farsighted. Detected, Horus captured a spy. Wise ruler points plus 10,000. Detected, Horus wise ruler points plus 10,000. Detected, a Solaris stronghold destroyed. Live. Wise ruler points plus 10,000. Detected. Solaris stronghold in the south wiped out. Wise ruler points plus 100,000. Balance, minus 99,999. Due to expelling the Tyrant System, energy is critically low. Otherwise, the system will self-destruct. Countdown, 10 minutes. What? 10 minutes? But my wise ruler points are still negative. Where would I get the money to recharge? Help!
What is your majesty saying? Why are you crying for help?
My dear minister, did you come today? Because you did something great for the country and its people and want a reward? If you say no, I'll be dead meat. My dear minister, you're here today. What great deed for the people and the realm have you done? If you say no, I'll be dead meat.
Your servant dares not take credit, but I do have good news to report to your majesty.
Speak quickly.
I carried the imperial sword and traveled in disguise, covering most of the south, passing through West River and South River. I redressed over 100 unjust and false cases. I executed corrupt officials and local tyrants, more than a dozen of them. I used their silver to build bridges and roads locally, and established schools. The seeds of universal compulsory education that your majesty and I discussed have been sown. However, the bandits are not yet cleared, and the timing for the land equalization system is not ripe. Even so, the people are still grateful and indebted. When I left, they wept and saw me off for dozens of miles, and presented this umbrella of gratitude. All this is your majesty's merit. Your servant dares not take credit. Your majesty is the wisest ruler I have ever seen. On behalf of the people, I wish your majesty 10,000 years, and a lasting legacy in history.
Ding. Detected that a minister under the host command has done a deed, benefiting the people in the realm. Wise ruler points plus 10,000. Detected an umbrella of ding. Detected an umbrella. Ding. Wise ruler points plus 100,000. Balance, 10,001. Congratulations, host. Balance returned to positive. Obliteration countdown stopped. Host wise ruler points exceed 10,000 for the first time. Reward, skill last stand. Obliteration when the skill is activated. The host's army's morale is points exceed 10,000. Every soldier is fearless and an elite who can fight 10 enemies. Note, when the skill is activated, ruler points. The army's morale is greatly boosted. Every soldier is fearless, an elite who can fight 10 enemies. Ding. Detected that host's wise ruler points exceed 10,000. Detected host. Wise ruler points exceed 10,000. Achievement, rising to fame obtained. Rising to fame, peak of reputation, posture of a wise ruler, Lord of the Four Seas, Emperor of the Ages. After unlocking the ultimate achievement, Emperor of the Ages, the time-space portal is rewarded. The host can return through the time-space portal and freely travel between two worlds. So I've been struggling all this time, and actually managed to protect them. He wanted to be a ruler of a ruined nation, but by twists and turns, he embarked on the path to become the Emperor of the Ages.